Well, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome to the newest episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast, brought to you on YouTube, on Spotify, on Google, and Apple Podcasts. I'm Austin. I'm a knockout. Watched a lot of wrestling.
I'm David. I'm a noob. Haven't watched nearly as much wrestling, and I am, I'm maybe warming up a little bit to the idea of doing things purely out of spite against JBL.
That's fair. As good a reason as any to do
This
things.
is this is true. I look. uh, it's a bit of a a scales problem, right? Because on one hand, enabling Vince Russo and Vince McMahon, but on the other hand, spiting JBL. I,
Mhm.
you know, it's close. I think.
Hmm. Yeah, we are back to continue the Brawl for All tournament. Um,
Oh boy.
Fantastic. I mean, what do you even want? What can I even say here?
It's
Uh,
stupid. It's just really stupid.
yeah, it's very dumb,
Not
and
terribly brilliant. No,
now they've started and apparently have decided they cannot stop.
they, we're in too deep now. Oh boy, howdy, are we in too deep? We already had fucking one part of the tournament. We got to keep plugging on forward. Is this
Yeah,
God? Is this really like? Were they so desperate for gimmicks? Like I know part of it was just JBL spite, but also like were they really so desperate for gimmicks that this was the best they could do?
apparently.
Like we're not even at the full ascension of The Rock yet. How have we already resorted to this cartoony whatever?
Oh, The Rock, or at least the nation, is involved in quite a thing tonight.
Oh no.
Or I'll say the previous week, because this is a 9-week tournament. I'm not doing that on this
No.
show.
Fuck that.
We have cut it down to 6 episodes,
Blessed
and
boy.
so
Oh,
I have watched the July 6th, 1998 Raw, and
he
I
suffers
come
so I don't
bearing
have
many,
to. Oh no.
most infamously, face is what I came bearing here.
I still can't
As
believe that's a place
the
we went to.
Yeah, so July 6th, 1998 Raw is censored and shortened on the net on Peacock. As I'll just open with that then, is because there was a segment where D-Generation X decided to dress up like the Nation of Domination. And so obviously, all of them did blackface.
See, this is like all the people online who get mad about like Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface in Tropic Thunder or like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia cast doing blackface for their Lethal Weapon episodes. Like this is what those people like think those examples were. Like the
Mm.
completely like devoid of any actual satire. We're just doing blackface because it's funny and we're shit heels. Yada da 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 da.
Yeah, so I'm going to give a rundown of this segment so everyone can hear about it.
No.
Okay, so Triple H dressed as The Rock.
Yeah.
Road Dogg dresses as D'Lo Brown. Uh, Curiously, he wears the chest protector thing that D'Lo does now, but he also puts on like an what's the hat the
Which
nation
one?
wore, the nation
Oh, like
wears.
the traditional fuck, what is this? Let me look it up. Traditional African hat, I feel like might be what gets me that. Uh Kufi? The Kufi.
He wears a Koofy hat.
Like the brimless kind
Yes,
of.
brimless,
Yep, yeah,
brimless.
yeah, a Kufi.
He wore a Koofy with the chest protector gimmick. Does not quite
Oh
work.
my
Um,
god.
Billy Gunn dressed as the Godfather, uh, cigar and all.
Mhm. Mhm.
X Pac went full minstrel show.
Yeah, that's the image I remember
Most of
seeing the
them
past.
they all did blackface, but most of them just like darken their face a little bit. It can because of how they're tan already, it can actually be considered a little bit subtle.
But like,
X Pac,
but what they didn't need, like, okay, it still would have been awful if they had like just dressed in the clothes. Like that still would have been pretty yikes. But like, Jesus fucking Christ, why did they go the extra mile of actually darkening their faces?
because we got to be edgy and funny.
But but
So
oh my god, I fucking hate
X
Vince
Pac
Russo.
X Pac goes full minstrel show dark, and he also puts Mizark on the front of his chest to
Yeah,
be
what?
Mark Henry. I tried to look up the joke, and I don't get it.
Ms. Like, is it like his house sort of thing? Is that what he was going for?
Is
Like
it
an
is
AAVE joke?
maybe Mizark Henry? I guess I don't fucking
I
know.
I don't know, dude.
They get Jason Sensation, who is just some little twink of a wrestler. I don't know anything about him except for this one bit. He plays Owen Hart for this segment, and Chyna comes out dressed as nobody. She just dresses normally. She's
At
not
least
part of it.
at least tell me they had a black guy doing Owen Hart to complete the joke.
No,
Like,
white.
oh
No, it's a white, just a regular little white guy.
god, you couldn't even inject a single ounce of I do not like that Vince Russo. I do not like his minstrel show.
I don't know whose idea it was to do this. I'm not letting DX off the hook for
Okay,
it could have been their idea.
that's fair. It could, God, oh my god, fucking
So
imagine. Oh
the jokes are mostly shit. Billy Gunn just like because Godfather hasn't went full pimp yet.
oh, we're not at Ho Train
He's
levels.
kind of just like tries to like I don't know sound like I saw somebody describe it as sound black because he's like pimps up, hoes down, West
Oh
Side.
no. Oh,
Like that's all he says.
how do you do, fellow blacks?
And
Essentially,
then Triple H goes, you know, when I was in the bathroom, you should smell what the crock was cooking.
that. Oh my, really?
He just does bad puns. He's like when the croc gets down with the ladies and he hits rock bottom, he's got to smack down on himself.
What does that even mean?
And then, well, it's like the croc means a big old pile of shit, of course, and then
Oh
smack
my
down on
god.
himself, meaning he jerks himself off.
Oh, it's
And
so pathetic. It's so
and
pathetic.
Road Dogg might be the funniest person in this bit because all he does is D'Lo Brown is he like repeats Triple H's punchlines. He's like, yeah, this is a smell what the croc was cooking. Yeah, the brother smacks himself down. And then he goes up on the turnbuckle and does the head wobble thing that D'Lo does.
Sure, sure. At least you got some kind of an impression in. Oh god.
Then me, Zark Henry, X Pac does his best Fat Albert voice for this.
Oh my god.
He's like, hey,
It just
Rod.
keeps getting worse. Why not?
And then he's like, I can smell what you're cooking. And then X Pac both kills the cooking joke. He's like, I smell what you're cooking. It's probably shit, but I'll eat some anyway.
What? Oh my god. This is I am so deeply grateful that you shouldered this cross on your back because I think I might have just killed myself if I had watched this. That sounds like the worst thing ever.
And then everybody hypes up the Jason Sensation part is actually funny, but I'm iffy about it. The funniest part is that first of all, he put a witch nose on his face to make fun of Owen Hart's big nose.
Owen Hart's nose isn't even that big. What?
He goes like, "Oh, I can smell what the Rock is cooking. I mean, look at my damn nose." And
It's not that big.
he makes fun of the color. he makes fun of the yellow and black attire that Owen Hart has. He's like, I look like a damn road sign. What the hell am I wearing?
Oh my god.
This was
Awful.
5 minutes of this, and you hear JR and Lawler laughing on commentary the entire way
Oh
through.
my
It is
fucking god. No, JR, not you too.
this is all terrible.
Wait, so is the DX segment on a whole 5 minutes, or is just the Jason Sensation?
The whole segment is 5 minutes.
Ah, okay. So
And
it's Degeneration X's Blackface Tight 5. Got it.
Blackface Tight 5 and Peacock seamlessly cut the whole damn thing from the network.
Peacock said no.
I'm sure their reasoning was the blackface. I wish it had been because it's not funny.
Priorities.
Like it's funny to people who it's funny to the target demographic of the Attitude Era.
Suburban white guys.
Yep.
Young suburban white guys. Yeah, that makes sense.
They think this is hilarious.
Oh, I bet this shit was killing amongst the audience too.
Yeah, the audience loved this shit. They thought this was fantastic.
They're like, bring this back every week. More blackface.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious.
So that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's move on to other parts of the show.
Please, God.
All right, the Brawl for All tournament has continued with
so much
Brockus, who is a German bodybuilder guy.
That sounds like, honestly, if a name could have a meaning attached to it, Brockus sounds like it could directly translate to German bodybuilder.
Versus Savio Vega of the Los Boricuas.
It's the mid-cardiest of mid-cards. Holy shit, you weren't kidding.
And Savio Vega beats the fuck out of Brockus.
Oh yeah? Did he discover the meta too?
No, he just punched him in the fucking head. I'm honestly shocked that Brockus didn't get knocked out. Brockus made it all 3 rounds, and I am stunned to learn that.
Holy shit.
Listen here, kids. You watch a lot of superhero stories and a lot of pro wrestling, and you might get the idea that people who are massively muscled like a bodybuilder would also be super strong and good as a fighter. That is not true. Bodybuilding physiques are for aesthetics, not functionality.
Don't say
Brockus has no fucking idea how to fight, and it's obvious, and he gets his fucking ass kicked.
Brockus is a man who picks up big weights and then puts them down again. If this were a competition of who could lift your opponent better, Brockus in a heartbeat. But like that, doing this doesn't always necessarily prepare you for doing this.
No. Then the other fight was Road Warrior Hawk versus Draws. The puke guy.
Oh,
Aaron Drozdov. Puke.
Oh boy. At least I fucking recognize Road Warrior Hawk. What the hell is he doing here? He should have been too good for this shit.
Well, unfortunately, he's not. And it ends in a draw as on points. So they just tie. But notably, Hawk immediately gets his shit wrecked and is injured for most of the fight. He gets his nose broken nearly immediately, and is just kind of fucked.
Wait, so what's the answer here? What do you do when you draw on points?
Why would I spoil the surprise of how that plays out?
Oh, we see that tonight? They didn't just
No.
Oh my god.
They will eventually address this issue.
Oh my god, they didn't account for ties.
No, they didn't. It is a single elimination 1 bracket tournament. They did not account for ties.
This shit was so ill-conceived. They didn't stop to think what the fuck happens if people tie points.
Nope, they didn't consider that even a little bit.
My god.
Also, we are now 4 matches into the Brawl for All and no knockouts. The thing I'm sure everyone was kind of hoping would be a regular occurrence.
The Attitude Era is fine. It's great. I just don't appreciate it yet. I just don't understand. Nothing here is bad or awful. It's fine.
So
Holy shit!
let's go back to the main event angle of the Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, Mankind story.
Oh, thank God.
The Aest of A plots. So
Okay, I'm hoping this one is actually kind of good.
mm,
Oh,
it's
come
like
on!
it's a cool moment, but we'll see. You'll see.
Uh-uh.
So we open the show. They open the show with the Undertaker coming out and being like, "I want a title match right now."
Of course he
Stone
does.
Cold, get your ass out here. And
Uh-huh.
Stone Cold obliges.
Of course.
And then Vince comes out and is like, whoa, 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 whoa. The inmates do not run this asylum.
That.
I am in charge. I make the matches.
Uh-huh.
So Vince decides you want to get in the ring and go at it so bad. And Vince takes a very long meandering time to do the plot twist to this monologue, but he basically is like, he at the next pay-per-view fully loaded. Uh
Mm.
Coming up
Oh, I'm
that
gonna have to be fully fucking loaded to endure a show like that. Jesus Christ.
at fully loaded, man, Undertaker and Stone Cold will fight in the same match at the same
Nice.
time
Oh,
in
nice.
a tag team match.
What?
They will be
What?
facing Kane and Mankind for the tag titles.
What? 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 But who? Who? But what about the world title picture?
We'll get to that, but I got one question for you, David.
Oh no.
Can they
They
coexist?
Well, geez, Austin, that's a great question. And and I have no idea. Every time the can they coexist angle is done, it's always done so with so much nuance and so much subtlety. It's not like it's always blatantly fucking obvious that the answer is always no, they cannot in fact coexist, and this is a partnership that's due to fail. It's not like that's the outcome every single fucking time we do this. No, so I have no idea. You know what, man? I'm gonna put a guess. I'm gonna say yes, they can. I see nothing wrong here, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be totally fine, and no malfunctions are gonna happen at the junction. That's my final answer. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sticking to it.
So for the world title scene, Vince is appalled at the idea that Undertaker would simply just make himself number one contender. So Vince has decided that by the end of the night, he will announce the number one contender, and whoever impresses him the most tonight is going to get it. And that is usually code for guys interrupting each other's matches to beat people up. That's how Vince is impressed by things.
Oh my God.
Notably, that Kane and Mankind come out to beat the shit out of Bradshaw and
Oh.
who I've already forgotten what match this happened in. Hold on. Vader versus Bradshaw. They
Oh,
come
top
out
tier.
and beat the fuck out of both of them. So that match ends in a no contest.
Wait, but why are they doing it as a duo? This is a singles title.
Because they both want the shot at the world
And they're
title.
just cool with being bros about it.
Yeah, clearly. And
Okay, so
then
I guess Kane get a man with a weird streak of having weirdly wholesome partnerships with some of the weirdest dudes in on the roster. Absolutely.
yeah, and then after D'Lo Brown defeats Terry Funk in a match, the
Ah,
Undertaker comes down and beats the fuck out of the Godfather, D'Lo Brown, and then Terry Funk as well.
I don't know. It's pretty impressive to me. He did it all by
So
himself.
at the top of the second hour, Vince comes out and brings out all three men: Undertaker, Kane, and Mankind. And after Vince sort of hypes them up, he hypes up Mankind as an insane person. He calls Kane the biggest idiot he's ever met for putting up the title against Stone Cold last week.
Eh.
But he does appreciate under Kane's tenacity and willingness to like set himself on fire for things. And he calls out the Undertaker as an evil, sadistic son of a bitch. And
This is true.
so Kane. So Vince's decision is tonight. Kane, Undertaker, and Mankind will fight in a triple threat match for the number one contendership.
We could have just done that in the
We
first
could have
place.
just done
Vince.
that originally, but no, we got to do that. And then we get to the main event, and out comes Mankind, out comes Kane. The Undertaker does not come out. So Vince is like, all right, it's a singles match then.
Yes, he's
Kane versus
forfeiting.
Mankind. And Mankind sits outside, forfeits the match because he simply doesn't want to fight his best buddy Kane. And so Kane rolls Mankind into the ring, beats him with a chair, choke slams him for the win. And then after the match, Kane takes off his mask to reveal it was the Undertaker the whole time. So keep let's follow this up, boys and girls. Undertaker swerved his way into a match he was already a part of. He presumably jumped Kane backstage, stole his gear, put it on, pretended to be Kane until he won the match, but he was already in the match.
It was already what? What was the? Oh my god! It's just everything.
Vince Russo outswerved himself for the cool visual of Undertaker revealing himself to be in the Kane out attire.
I swear to God, fucking Vince Russo worked this shit backwards. He would get images in his mind that look cool, and then he would work backwards and be like, all right, what bullshit do I need to contrive to make this happen?
I would also like to point out we opened this episode with Undertaker demanding a title shot, Vince telling him, no, I'm not just going to let you be number one contender. And the show ends with the Undertaker as the number one contender.
Yes, and like, okay, I get it, because of course that's what's gonna happen here. Of course, fucking Vince is gonna say no, and then that means Undertaker's got to prove himself, and he eventually will prove himself. But like, oh my god, we went through two fucking useless plot cul-de-sacs to get through this obvious plot cul-de-sac. There are layers to this, Austin.
But whatever. The WWF champion and the number one contender now have to be a tag team together. And knowing WWF's history, they'll probably win the goddamn belts.
They'll probably win the belts, and then we'll see what the fuck happens with the title shot, I guess. Oh my god, it's so convoluted and so pointless and so messy. And
like I said, iconic moment, but what the fuck is the logic on any of that?
Literally, there is no sense on Russo's part for logic or reason or context. It's just, this looks cool, which equals audience will pop for it. Don't think about literally anything else.
So for the best of the rest here, Ken Shamrock had rematch with Jeff Jarrett, and that match ended when King Mabel returned to beat up Ken Shamrock. To end the match in a DQ. Because apparently he was mad that he was not part of the kingiest of the ringiest or whatever match from last week. Apparently. We wouldn't know because he gets no time himself to give his motivations. Commentary just has to fill it in.
Of course. How do you even fill that in? How does it make sense for them to fill that in? Like, why would they have Shamrock's motivations in there? No, whatever. And
then Vader versus Bradshaw. I already mentioned they fight for 2 minutes before Kane and Mankind show up and beat ass. The Disciples of Apocalypse now with Paul Ellering wearing suspenders and a bright pink shirt that says "Who's gonna beat us?"
Sure.
Great fashion choices being made by Paul Ellering here. They beat the Headbangers in a whatever match, but at least
the very short-haired,
the bald.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot how egregious it was. They're fucking bald.
They are bald. Yep. The the Skittle Slam of the week was Stone Cold winning the title last week.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
not
oh
of this
yeah.
week.
Not of this week. Not
Terry
anywhere
Funk
remotely
versus
this week.
D'Lo Brown. D'Lo won. And then Kane beat him up. Undertaker beat him up. We covered this. Okay, the JVC Kaboom of the week was last week's King of the Ring, where Undertaker threw Mankind off the shelf.
Man, the fucking replay segments know there's nothing of value here, and they're just like, well, fuck, we gotta find something.
The women get a segment, and we all die. Um, so let you know what I got rid. Had the quotes pulled up, and then for some reason I accidentally exited them off. So hold on while I go quote this segment. Basically, it
Oh
is
no.
Jacqueline and Sable having a promo off.
Oh
And
boy.
here are some of the prize lines in this promo.
Oh, I'm sure
Actually,
they're real good.
is basically Jacqueline was like, basically Jacqueline opens with, "I'm with Mark Marrow." Is that Sable simply could not satisfy Mark Marrow like myself, and so here, here is she basically he's like she never she calls she calls Sable like a car that's run out of gas, and Sable's response is, "Honey, you got the story all wrong. You see, I've always had my pedal to the metal. It's just that Mark's tire was flat." And Jacqueline responds with, "Look, girlfriend, the difference between you and me is I'm 100% woman. This body is primo real estate."
Oh
To
my
which
god.
Sable responds with, "But the question is, how many times have you rented it out?" Then
Oh my god.
Jacqueline calls Sable a skank and
Mm.
challenges her to a bikini contest on pay-per-view. To which
What?
Sable, of course, says that her bikini will be fully loaded. Get it?
What? Wait,
And
wait,
she's on.
wait, wait. So Jacqueline's like, you're a skank. Now, to prove how much of a skank you are, I'm going to challenge you to a bikini fight. Holy fuck. What? This makes no sense. This era, it's all stupid. Why
Yeah,
is it all stupid,
but
Austin?
it's but it's hot women saying they're gonna fight, they're gonna challenge each other to get in their bikinis. I don't see why, who needs more logic than what I just said right there. And
Austin,
they say salacious things like calling each other skank and saying that you've been rented out and implying that Mark Marrow has a dysfunctional penis.
oh my god. Dude, fucking, I hear the internet talk about, like, people on the internet will revere the Attitude Era, or at least say there's, like, good, like, some pretty good shit to it. I have seen no proof of this, Austin, ever.
I mean,
Where's the proof?
we've had a few things that were all right.
They were like, okay, I guess, but like,
A lot of our first arc was me trying to think of it, hit some good moments. Tyson and
yeah,
Austin, and Austin stunning McMahon.
yeah, it was good, but it all fucking ended with the dumb fuck swerve that went nowhere. Oh my god. Oh,
All
please.
right,
I am begging the wrestling gods. I want to like the Attitude Era. I want to appreciate the Attitude Era. Give me something.
Dustin Reynolds faces Val Venus, where Val Venus's new punchline is, you see, they're at Penn State College, Penn State University this week.
Oh wow, I wonder what the
So
joke will be.
the joke is that Val Venus is the only man who scores more at Beaver Stadium than Joe Paterno. And which
A
now
fucking Joe Paterno joke? Are
now
you kidding
a
me?
less dignified podcast may insert a Jerry Sandusky joke right in here.
No.
However, I will instead point out that Joe Paterno is the head football coach at Penn State. Therefore, he does not score The players do. But Val Venis said Joe Paterno because he's the most notable name in the Beaver Stadium. Do you get it? Because that's where Penn State plays, and
Yes.
Beaver is vagina. And in fact,
Uh-huh.
Jim Ross on commentary explains the whole joke
Oh my
after he
God.
says it. He's like,
Man,
well, Joe Paterno coaches football here at Penn State, and they play in Beaver Stadium, King. Like he literally explains the joke.
Jim Ross, a boomer even in his 40s. I guess
Uh,
he was. I guess Jim Ross actually kind of was born in like, or no, wait, no, he's fucking. I don't know.
he
What's
might be an
boomer?
actual boomer. I don't know.
I can't even remember. He was
Boomer
born in
Shino, boom, boom.
52. He was born in 52. Yeah,
And then
fucking Jim Ross, even in his 40s, is like needing to old man explain these jokes. Oh my God.
Jerry Lawler has his funniest line of the night
Mm,
where he's like, Dustin Reynolds asked me if I've made peace with God, but I didn't think I was fighting with God.
that's hilarious, Jerry.
I said it was his
That's
funniest line of the night, did not say it was all that funny. I
a
said
low
funny is.
bar. It's a
Um,
low bar,
and it
you
ends
little
with
dumb
a
shit.
DQ because Kai interfere to whoop Val Venus's ass. And and Yamaguchi-san, who has also brought his wife back for this. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
why. He
You'd think he'd
he,
learn, right?
oh you wait. So Yamaguchi-san gets in Val Venus's face and is like, no, is that like you are only half the man that I am? Do you get it? And
I don't what?
he is referring to dick size.
Oh, oh, sure, of course.
And he is like, I am gonna get you hit on my wife, and Kaitai's gonna beat your ass. And they do, but
Good.
Mrs. Yamaguchi-san is a little conflicted by this violence. She keeps looking back at Val Venis, and Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler are selling hard that like she is uncomfortable and kind of sympathetic to Val Venus's plight here.
What? He sexually harassed her. What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You can probably guess where this story is going next, but don't worry, we'll get there anyway.
I can't wait to uncover fucking Yamaguchi-san's cuckold fetish.
And then Ken Shamrock faces Mabel after that attack earlier in the night. And then Ken Shamrock beats Mabel in 2 minutes.
Sure.
Yep.
Also, like all these other fucking attacks. Why did no one else? Why did none of these other like interferences impress Vince enough to for them to be
Well,
part of the?
okay. The stuff that happened, those other interferences happened after he
Oh,
announced the
okay.
triple threat match.
So what I want to believe happened is they thought they had the whole show to interfere. They planned when they were going to interfere, and then Vince did the thing, and they're like, "Oh shit, I guess it's too late." Well,
Yeah.
it's point of no return anyway.
Now the only two interferences were. Oh, you know what? Mabel has a point. Why didn't he get involved? Mabel got interfered in the first match on the show. Actually, that's not true. The first match on the show was the Brawl for All match.
Oh
Uh,
yes,
they
the first
opened
real
with
match
that.
on the
The
show,
first
ironically.
real match was Shamrock and Jarrett, and Mabel.
Yeah,
They
so why the
immediately.
fuck wasn't Mabel in contender?
He was too busy having to fight Shamrock later in the show. Of course.
But
How can you set up a plot point and not immediately pay it off? Because that's what they did. They
Vince doesn't
waited
book
an
shit ahead of
hour.
time in kayfabe.
They waited an hour to pay off Shamrock versus Mabel.
Oh my God. Yeah, a whole hour. Oh, I can feel the tension mounting as I wait in
Yeah.
anticipation. Oh my
So
God.
that was the July 6th, 1998 episode of Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we will be the Brawl for All first round continues. It is a 16-man
Woo!
tournament. So we are only halfway through the
Yay.
first round as we
Uh,
will proceed to the July 13th, 1998 episode of Raw is War.
July 13th. I was 5 months old and I existed at the same time that this shit was happening. Awful.
Mhm.
Horrible to consider.
Yup. So, if you would like to watch with us, you can do so at Peacock.
Why would you
That is
watch us? This is sponsored
NBC
sport.
Universal's streaming service. If you really hankering to watch dudes badly box because they are
Mm,
professional wrestlers, not boxers, so they box like shit.
That's
Um,
so bad.
but yeah, again, Peacock, you can check it out there.
Hell
And
yeah.
we'll be back in the back half to discuss another fine episode of Monday Night Raw, I'm sure.
Yay.
And we are back. We have finished the July 13th, 1998 episode of Monday Night Raw.
You know, you may say, for those of you watching, you may notice my choice of attire for today, this unicorn onesie. And you may be thinking that I'm wearing this because we're recording this thing at 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday, and I am somewhat freshly rolled out of bed, and this is the attire you're getting for freshly rolled out of bed, David. You could say that, but you'd be fucking wrong. I am wearing this, Austin, in protest. This is anti Attitude Era action. The old AAA, Austin, because holy fuck, this episode just pushed me even further down the rabbit hole of I fucking hate the Attitude Era. I hate it. I hate everything that Vince Russo stands for, and I want I this fucking cool, edgy, ironic attachment. No, we're going full sincerity. All right, this is my way of combating it. I am wearing a goddamn baby blue unicorn onesie, complete with the whole fucking ass stuffed horn, and I'm proud of that fact. I don't need this edgy, cool bullshit. No, we're all about wholesome sincerity on this show because fuck the Attitude Era. Fuck it. God.
I'm not as negative as you. Um but
You did say that.
I have always I've always taken a very, I'll say, politically correct stance on my about the Attitude Era. I've always been pretty deferential to the fact that, it was what the audience at the time wanted, and there's a lot of people that like this stuff, like this style, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I watch of it, the more I see that it is not for me.
Mm-hmm.
What the Attitude Era what the Attitude Era fans were looking for is not for me. Is not what I'm looking for as a wrestling
Mm-hmm.
fan, and I don't think I could be super into this if unless I was like from the generation that grew up on this, or like if my like formative wrestling was from another person who was like this.
Yeah, but like, for like, okay, yes, there are people who like this, and this helped like resurge wrestling back to super popular status back in the '90s, and I would never take that away from people. But like, this isn't even this isn't even fucking wrestling, Austin. Like all the shit. I'm not watching a wrestling show. This is like the epitome of like WWE at its most sports entertainment-iest, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It's
Uh,
the because there's no fucking like good matches of which to speak. I know on pay-per-views and like every once in a while, but like nothing ever. There are things that have promise, and there are things you can start to see like as the progenitors to kind of where our modern sensibilities are today. But it's all fucking half baked in service of this weird bullshit that Vince McMahon and Vince Russo insisted on putting in their goddamn show just to like pull out every possible weird ass stop they could to spite and beat WCW. Oh my god, this is a wrestling show built off of spite, and I hate it.
I am a little more into sports entertainment than David is, But this is nothing crystallizes with me more how much I actually do care about the in-ring matches than watching something that clearly doesn't. And honestly, this isn't the kind of this is probably the meanest thing I could say about the Attitude Era for me. This is not the kind of wrestling that I would be proud to share with my friends.
True.
Um, but I will say this episode had less of the part of the stuff I don't like about the Attitude Era than other episodes I've watched for this arc. So I'm gonna take the positive spin on it for today.
That's oh man, perfect April Fool's episode for us is Austin's gonna be like the eloquent one who has all these like deep philosophical points to make about the episode, and I'm gonna be the one who's just kind of like here. not to say you're here, but you're taking my usual role of the one to espouse all the poetic yada yada. While I just sit here having a meltdown the whole time. All right, let's fucking do this.
So we open with a recap of the Taker shit from last
God,
week.
dude, these recaps are so fucking like overwrought. They're edited to hell and back. Like post pay-per-view, I get it, but this is like they're doing a recap of the goddamn like Taker in disguise as Kane thing, and it's all like, oh my god, it's so overwrought and over edited. Why are we going this hard?
And then down thorn in your eye. I will one day relook up those lyrics.
Also, oh my god, that is so clearly like look. Sorry, watching the recap, that is so clearly not Kane. That is so obviously not Kane.
The hair gives it away. Like
the hair gives it away, and like there's something that's slightly off about the body shape too. Like that is so clearly not Kane. How were people actually falling for this?
All right, so we open the show proper with Shawn Michaels. So,
yes. There's a person in the front who has an "I miss Shawn" sign, and guess they got what they want.
Maybe, yeah. So it's Shawn Michaels would make sporadic appearances on WWF TV even after he was retired for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, and it basically stopped because he stopped being able to be trusted because of the drug thing.
Oh no.
Him cleaning up and finding Jesus was in that time frame after he stopped being on TV and before he came back.
I assumed this was during his like spiritual revival, because he does make like a God reference at one point.
Well, he does, but no, he has not hit his rock bottom yet. We're not there.
No.
But he is out here tonight to do guest commentary for the entire episode.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like just on the first match, and then he just kept sticking around. And I was like, "Wait, who's that third?"
That's Shawn. Shawn hot dogs with the crowd so long, his song restarts, and I thought that.
I didn't even notice that.
No. But then he goes over to commentary, and he's like, "HBK is back into his house," and I'm like, I'm seeing the line from back into his house to HB Shizzle. I'm seeing the line of how we got
Oh no! This is the origin point, Austin.
Shawn has always been this lame, but it was not out of place in '98.
This is the 90s. Everything is grunge and in a hizzle.
Yeah.
Fucking BoJack Horseman ass.
Yeah, so JR asked Shawn when he's getting back in the ring, and Shawn's like, "Well, nobody knows except the man upstairs. I got nothing for
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, so he must already be getting clean, right? No.
No, we ain't there yet.
Also, I need to point out that generally, I shouted out the "I miss Shawn" sign, but also like, generally the signs are numerous tonight, but not nearly as giving.
I only noticed one sign in the main event. It was like, I gotta point out this.
I caught a couple, but like it's not as much as last time. The one I do want to shout out was a guy in like kind of the front row in the ramp area who had a sign pointing down to himself that just said Don.
All right, great. Thanks, Don.
Hi, Don.
Buddy. Hi,
yeah,
Don.
well,
Thanks,
we now know that he's Don, and that's now immortalized. So you know what, he got his wish.
In a move that I can't even believe is happening, we start the show with a match.
Yeah, that was insane and weird.
It is The Undertaker versus Vader.
Yeah, which is also I didn't realize Vader was here in '98.
Is still here. This is not a good time to like learn about Vader, as
Yeah.
he's he is in a bad spot in the company.
Uh-oh.
His push has been completely derailed by from a combination of backstage politicking, poor personal choices on his part, and injuries.
Oh no.
So,
Is this
um,
is this pre or post him like having an insane monster heel run in Japan?
way post. We
Oh.
are way out
Oh.
of Vader's prime now in
Oh
'98.
no.
We are already post him cutting a promo live on pay-per-view where he calls himself a big fat piece of shit.
Oh
So
dear.
we are in the honestly the worst part of Vader's career right now.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay, so I guess we're doing Taker versus Vader. Taker steals his brother's shtick and makes fire go boom in the ring.
I
Uh,
was very interested in what Shawn had to say about Vader. He didn't say anything, unfortunately.
well, yeah, I will say, like, for a lot of this match, commentary is trying to put over just what a big, bad, tough boy Vader is. But I was, as soon as he kind of got in that ring, I'm like, I somehow get the feeling that, like, the man who dethroned Antonio Inoki's, like, multi-year winning streak he's not going to be
He's
nearly
not
as
that guy
powerful as,
anymore.
I don't think he will. The match did kind of have me, like, fooled for a
I thought
second.
it was good for what it was, but
Yeah, but then it turned into a fucking like 5 minute squash on.
yeah, the reason I was curious about Shawn is because at Vader's peak in the WWF 2 years earlier, he had a title match with a WWF title match at SummerSlam with Shawn, and it had this weird shenanigan bullshit where first Vader won by countout, and Jim Cornette demanded because he was Vader's manager,
Uh,
demanded the match be restarted with no countouts,
hmm,
and Shawn agreed to that, and then Vader won by DQ, and Jim Cornette wanted it restarted again, which again Shawn agreed to, and then Shawn beat Vader with the Sweet Chin Music to actually win the match.
that's
Um,
a really bizarre match, but
and it
okay.
was the whole thing's fucked because Shawn was when I mentioned politicking, I was talking about Shawn.
Of course. God,
Shawn
are you kidding me?
Shawn Shawn didn't get along with Vader. Like Shawn bitched about Vader. I think the biggest reason is because Vader works stiff. And I'm sure I've explained that term before, but for the people at home, basically in wrestling, some guys, to make it more realistic and painful, they just start hitting people for real.
Yeah,
And Vader does that with a lot of people. And Shawn is not into that as a in-ring wrestler.
sounds
And
about right.
so that with a couple along with a couple of other issues, like Shawn politicked to like kill Vader's push. And so the whole thing is weird. And the whole time is weird, and it basically killed Vader forever in the WWF to go through it all. Uh,
That's unfortunate.
that and Vader, causing an international incident where he was on like I think Malaysia. I think that was where the interview was. He did like a studio interview in like a Malaysia or somewhere with the Undertaker, and the interviewer did the classic fake brings up wrestling as fake thing.
Oh my
And
god.
Vader's response was to legit choke out the interviewer on on set
Oh
live.
god. Oh god. Okay,
So,
so
between those two things, Vader is done.
yikes. So probably not the best guy in the world in the first place, but also a fucking closer with
Very
Sean.
very I mean it's very much he very much followed that old school rule of like anyone who questions wrestling is real threaten to actually fight them
And
or get
half
you
the time
names.
actually do just like beat them up because they're just some like scrawny motherfucker in a tie with a microphone. You can take
Yep.
him easy.
You can take him. Yep.
Yeah,
Clap
man, you're so fucking big and tough for beating up like just innocent
for
journalists.
beating up innocent journalists who are correctly pointing out that your fighting is staged.
Yeah, like was it snarky to do that pre fucking curtain call? Yeah,
2000s, yes.
yeah. But
Like
like
you're kind of being a dick because like, I do the journalists are they always say that not as like an innocent inquiry. They're
they're
trying to be
always like
discrediting and being a jackass.
they're
And they
always
have
there's always
to.
a little smirk
It's
next to
like
it.
this.
Yeah.
It's this like almost. It's like this kind of like gotcha journalism of like, yeah. Well, guess what? We know it's fake.
Yeah. So like I get why it's infuriating, but like go fuck yourself. The person who had the best fucking answer to that question was Roddy Piper.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
should follow
shutting
his.
down Bill Maher. That was iconic.
That was that now that he fucking ended that man's whole career. Didn't even need to lay a single finger on him. Get on
Yeah.
Piper's level, dude. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So back to the
Um,
match though. Kane, Mankind, and Paul Bearer come out, and boys and girls, the word of today is cahoots.
the say, oh my god, oh my god,
Because they obsess all night about like, are
about
they in
cahoots.
cahoots? And they
Everyone's
specifically
in
say that
cahoots.
word.
Oh no! Once it starts getting like, as the episode goes on, I have a whole like fucking breakdown of I of what this is like because yes, they're like, is Vader in cahoots with fucking
Is Kane in cahoots
Kane
with
and
Undertaker is what they're
yeah,
trying to
yeah, it's Kane.
imply.
Well, no, because right now
No,
they're trying to say like, is Vader like on Kane's payroll to try to beat up
no,
Taker?
they were also they were talking about Taker and Kane from last week. Like, how did Undertaker get Kane's attire? There is
Oh,
there.
I missed that. I missed that.
Okay.
I heard them starting to say that, and I assumed it was like, they're like they just assumed that he had beaten up Kane backstage. I think it was one of them.
Sean asserts that.
Yeah.
JR and Jerry think it's cahoots.
Oh, okay. Because it might have been Shawn then who's like, no, Vader's clearly on Kane's payroll here to beat up Taker and steal his.
I might have missed that, but like the big JR and Jerry Lawler were like, Kane and Undertaker cahoots?
Oh well. Also, fucking Shawn, keeping on the da 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 da. It's '90s where everything's grungy and we make Seinfeld references. Fucking Shawn.
He does the George Costanza.
He pulls out a George Costanza bit. Oh my god, this is so the '90s guitar riff. God damn it.
Yeah.
There's this bit in the match where Kane gets Vader thrown to the outside, and like as Kane kind of hits up against the gate between between the ring and the audience, fucking you just hear this one kid like screaming Vader's name. Vader really is past his prime, and everybody
kid is really into Vader.
Well, it's not even. I don't think he was into him because I swear to God, I heard this kid screaming something to the effect of, "Come on, Vader, I can take you!" Like this little 10-year-old. Even this little 10-year-old fucking knows that Vader's way past his prime and thinks he's ready to take on Vader's whole ass in a match.
And
personally,
like, if you don't know people, Vader is like 350.
He's a giant. He
is massive.
Yeah, and this little kid's like, let me at him! I'm gonna kill him!
Well, all he sees is Vader lose all the time, so I get it.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Kid's like, easy starter match for me. This fucking jobber.
While they're out on the guardrail, Kane like looks over at Undertaker, and Jerry Lawler is like, I can see it from Kane's eyes. They're in cahoots. The look on Kane's face. The look on Kane's face. Kane wears a mask.
The look on Kane's face. Yes. That steely blank stare, if you will, that is totally not just permanently there because of the fact that he wears an entire fucking face mask.
That might have been the joke, but also, God, Jerry, shut the fuck up.
Lawler, shut up, Lawler. Also, people are fucking man. This is a running theme of tonight. People give so little of a shit about this match that they start chanting for HBK.
Oh yeah, and like unlike some matches, I kind of understand that they don't give a fuck.
Oh no, I think it's hilarious for all of these matches that they again, I have more on this later, but this crowd does not. It's so funny too because this crowd is like they're like fucking electric and they are going kind of nuts for this, but also they're like they don't give a shit about Vader, so they're just chanting HBK instead.
Yeah, I know.
Um
So Taker hits the tombstone for the win, and while Undertaker is doing that, Mankind runs over and gets a steel chair. So as soon as Taker wins, Mankind goes to clock Taker with a chair. Kane grabs the chair from Mankind, and instead Kane uses the chair on Vader, while Undertaker powders out and grabs a chair himself, but then Kane just walks away.
he's
The
Joe.
CAHOOTS! The CAHOOTS, David!
It's so cahoots. It's a mystery. Who's working for whom? Don't worry, it's only gonna get more fucking convoluted from here.
Is it time for a browser-based trivia game? Because it's Kahoot!
It's Kahoot. Oh shit, they're getting a lot of free. They were the real sponsor behind tonight's episode, Austin.
It's Kahoot.
This episode's brought to you by Kahoot. Play quizzes with your friends and classmates.
Yeah.
I can
All
hear
right.
that.
Edge is in the rafters.
Emo Edge is in the
After,
See, I don't know who's more interesting to see in the crowd, Emo Edge or a couple of dudes in the audience right by where Emo Edge is standing, who look like fucking alternate universe versions of Paul Bearer. They were like just off to the left. There were like two different dudes who like have the general build of Paul Bearer and the fucking mustache and faces that look quite similar. And I'm like, why is the Bearerverse opening up this evening? I was far more interested in them than in Emo Edge, to be completely honest.
The Brawl For All. It's Brawl For All time.
Yay.
As our next match is the new Midnight Express implode as it is Bodacious Bart Gunn versus Bombastic Bob Holly.
Oh my god, okay, fucking. So apparently Jim Cornette has resigned as the manager of the Midnight Express, which he was that. That was a thing he was.
When they were trying to run the NWA reboot and nobody cared.
Yes, Cornette would have been attached to that.
Yeah, so now Cornette has left the company. I don't know if he's left the company. He might still be doing creative. I don't know. But he is no longer an on-screen manager for these two idiots, probably because the tag team sucks.
Yeah, the fucking true. And this match, okay, well, match this.
Honestly, this might be the most might have been the most interesting to watch Brawl For All fight yet.
Yeah, okay. So they clearly evolved a little bit since the first Brawl For All match. We get a whole fucking like ref rules spot where we get the shot of the ref going, "All right, boys, I want a clean match. No monkey business, no horseplay."
And then immediately after that, Bob pushes Bart in the back as he walks away.
Yeah, heel shit from Bob Holly. Are we going for an angle here, or is this like legit? I can't
tell because it's all supposed to be like shoot fighting.
Yeah.
So like I can't tell if we're working an angle or Bob is just being an asshole. It could be either one.
Also, they mentioned a standing 8-count rule for the takedown thing, so I feel like, which I don't think they had in the first matches. I think they realized how exploitable the meta was, and we're like, oh no.
Yeah, I also don't remember that either. They have already patched out the meta. We got to find the new meta.
Yeah.
Which I think the new meta is just punching your opponent in the head. I think that's the new meta.
Yeah, that literally is, and being the one who kind of starts doing that first, and then from there you're golden. I have also learned that HBK has boxed with either Marty Jannetty and or Triple H in hotel rooms, I guess.
Probably both.
There's a lot of because commentary is all like, oh, they're a tag team. You think this is gonna affect like them hanging out back at the hotel, and Shawn's like, oh, it's plenty common for tag teams to fight like this back at the hotel. So I'm just imagining him and Marty Jannetty getting into really dedicated boxing matches.
They're both high as fuck.
Yeah. hey, Marty, I can take you. Get over here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bob Holly makes me melancholy sign in the crowd. That was actually kind of cute.
Yeah,
hey, I appreciate that.
the match is a lot of back and forth punching each other in the
It's
face.
so boring. Yeah, this match makes me melancholy. Oh my god, it's so. These matches are so worthless.
I
Oh,
respect that Bob and Bart both realize that they can't do takedowns, so they're not even going to attempt to do that. They're just trying to punch each other. The
yeah,
huge boos as the first round ends. The crowd
yeah.
is so mad about this.
Crowd does not give a shit.
I am basic.
Uh,
It's 3 rounds of Bart generally punching Bob more often than Bob punches Bart, and Bart
yeah, and
wins 6 to
backing
0.
and backing Bob into corners.
I'm
Uh,
genuinely surprised Bob didn't get knocked out because I thought that
that
was going to happen.
nah, I highly doubt we're seeing any
This
knockouts in this
this
in this fight.
fucking tournament, we are 5 matches deep, and there has been no knockouts. The thing that would undoubtedly be the most exciting thing that could happen.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, because fucking in the second match, in the second Brawl for All match of the night, not to skip ahead, but Jr. or Lawler sort of like, I really want to see someone get knocked out, and not no, that's
Like
not
I
going to happen
like
in
I
the Brawl
think
for All
I
match.
think they were hoping that this would be like a bunch of crazy knockout fights.
No, because you're giving them 3 fucking 1 minute rounds.
There's not enough time.
There's not remotely. Also, high laser pointer.
The laser point. I noted the laser pointer a few times, but yeah, the laser pointers are
I do
here.
wonder. I do wonder why we don't see that shit anymore, like
I
today.
want
'Cause,
to.
like,
I want to believe the security checks for it.
no, but it's not that hard to sneak in though. Like, I feel like you could pretty easily still sneak a laser.
I wonder. I wonder if it would be less obvious in like the super high color HD
It could be.
TV.
It could be, but either way. Also, like I noticed the like because they do the thing with the so in order to be consistent with the clock now with the timer, what they do is they bring it up on screen halfway through each round, so it's like starts at 30 seconds and counts down from there, which like I doubt that it is, but the fact that they do that made me wonder for a second if the timer was fucking worked, which would be very
You want
funny.
to talk about something getting worked? I got a thing to say about the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
Brawl for All match.
but like for a hot second, I had to wonder because fucking because I could just see a scenario where someone's watching like a Brawl for All match that Bradshaw's in, and be like, man, Bradshaw seems to be like stuck out there for a really long time, and Vince Russo's just standing there like, nah, shh, just let it play out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bart wins, and after the match, Bob pie faces Bart, and just they start fighting. The crowd pops
Oh,
huge for this. They are so
yeah,
excited to watch this part, and you can hear Bart calling Bob a fucking dick, a fucking piece of shit.
yeah. So is this work? Is this shoot?
I feel like it's a shoot.
Fucking work shoot shit. I am here. I am with your work shoot take on this one, dude, because I'm fucking pissed off that like this could potentially be an angle. Like they've already like thrown up their hands.
Like after 2 weeks, they're like, okay, we need to start working angles into our real fighting tournament. This is boring as hell.
They've already fucking given up. But I don't know. And it pisses me off because I'm either watching a dumb fuck angle born out of this, or I'm watching two men whose like partnership is literally imploding because of a dumb fuck boxing match.
Two dudes who work themselves into a shoot.
Yeah, literally. That's no greater epitome of that phrase than this shit right here. Again, if it is a shoot, I don't know. But yeah, no, fucking none of these are even fights, man. Like every single one of these matches has been so goddamn one-sided. I think the most even one, ironically, was JBL's like first match. I think that was the most even-sided one. Like all the rest these are not. This is just what every single one of these has been one dude just is flagrantly overpowering.
We are learning that WWF does not have 16 legitimate fighters on their roster.
No, they barely have 8, but it's at least something. Yeah, all right. So we thankfully move on. Well, okay, I would say we thankfully move on, but this fucking next segment is even worse.
We need to follow up on the DX blackface segment.
Yeah, which Jerry Lawler reiterates he thinks is fucking hilarious.
This has got to be so weird for people who would if I can't imagine people watching through 98 but not knowing about the blackface segment. But if you happen to be someone watching through this stuff on Peacock, you have to be so fucking confused about everything that they're talking about in this segment because of how Peacock already cut out the segment they're talking about from the prior week. But Jason Sensation is on commentary. He is an impressionist. He is not really a wrestler. And
Okay. I was wondering about that.
he never wrestles. I looked it up. He never wrestles. He's just an
damn.
impressionist. He's very good though.
Jerry Lawler's like, do Owen Hart again, and he does a pretty good Owen Hart impression. And then he asks him to do Bret Hart, which I didn't realize we were allowed to acknowledge existence in '98.
Well, we'll see how that goes because he does Bret Hart, and then Shawn fucking pipes is like, "Who the hell is that? Some mid Carter?"
The Montreal screw job was less than a year ago. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, then he does the Undertaker. He does.
I will say to hold it at the Hart impressions for a second. I have to say, not only is he like good at the Hart impressions, but he even kind of looks like a Hart. Like he's one of Stu's bajillion kids. Like he could
have been one of Stu's bastard kids.
I see it legitimately. He looked like when he did the Bret impression, he just looked like young Bret. Which is wild.
He does Taker, Shawn, and Stone Cold impressions.
Also, I fucking when he's doing all these lines, the crowd's like. I swear to God, the crowd.
I think they piped the. I think they popped the audio. I think they piped the audio so the crowd could hear him doing it.
Yeah, and I swear to God, the crowd's Pavlov training is kicking in because they're popping for Jason's impressions as if like any of these motherfuckers were actually like in the ring cutting these lines themselves. Like he does the Bret line, the best there ever was, yada yada. And the audience like pops for it. They're like their Pavlov train is kicking in. They hear the pop line and they go woof. Yeah. Jason does he does a very good Taker too, but for me it kind of starts to fall apart because he does an HBK impression that to me sounded like Vince, and then he does a Stone Cold impression.
Shawn like he does like the it's like Shawn can kind of deepen his voice. And
but the thing is, then he does a Stone Cold impression that to me sounds like Shawn. Which then stands to reason, of course, that if you were to do a Vince impression, it would sound like Stone Cold. Bring it full circle. The
backstage.
If you want me to push this match, give me a hell yeah.
Yeah. But backstage, the Nation are. I'm gonna sneeze there. Damn it. Anyway, the Nation are backstage talking about this, and The Rock says he's flattered.
Shockingly, broadly, the Nation didn't take the blackface too well.
No, they didn't. So they all individually address the person who impersonated them. So the Rock is like, I'm flattered, but ain't nobody can ever be the people's champ. And then the best line for like historical purposes is the Godfather addressing Billy Gunn. And he's like, silly badass, you want to be a pimp? Well, I'm going to show you pimping ain't easy. And I was like, holy fuck, this is where he introduces that catchphrase? This is where this comes from?
As a response to blackface.
Yeah, he's like, pimping ain't easy. That's going to be Godfather's thing.
Yes. I'm so glad we got Godfather's catchphrase like that as positive fallout to the Degeneration X blackface.
Yeah, so Owen threatens to come down there and whoop Jason Sensation's ass, and Jason looks a little hesitant about it, but then Jerry Lawler is like, keep doing the Owen Hart impression.
Lawler Jason Sensation is concerned about getting his ass kicked by Owen Hart. Jerry Lawler's not, and he's like, keep giving me that Owen Hart. I just think that shit's so funny. So he keeps
Is you
going.
know
Of
what?
course,
I
he's just
think I
making
think I think
nose
my
joke.
favorite joke he invented here was like, I know I'm late, but my nose got
Nose
here
got
10
here
minutes
10 minutes.
ago. How
Like,
woo!
God, that like okay, like looking at it, I guess he has kind of a thicker nose. It bulges out on the bridge a bit more than I guess most people's do, but like, it's not that big. Like, why? It's not like some fucking Cyrano level nose. Why? Whatever.
Anyway,
Um.
Owen does in fact make good
Oh,
on
and
his promise. He comes
yeah,
down, slaps the shit out of Jason, starts beating up Jerry Lawler, and then he throws Jason in the ring and puts on the sharpshooter.
and Jason sells that sharpshooter like it's a fucking Gitmo interrogation technique. My man looks like he's being put through brutal torture in this sharpshooter.
It's so bad the nation comes down to like get Owen to stop.
Yeah, I know. Which I this was where this is a place where I noted kind of like you did when we were in fucking our last 2012 episode. You know, you're right. Young Billy really does just look like Colton Gunn. It's insane.
Mhm.
Um
Then DX comes out to do some brawling
yeah,
with the
so yeah,
nation.
fucking messy endings abound. So now we have all of the nation there, and then of course, since the nation's there, we gotta have DX there. And we cut to commercial on this. We cut back, and Rock and Owen are in the ring, which goddamn, Owen Hart and The Rock tag teaming together is actually like kind of a sick combo.
Mhm.
And only to find out that who's their opponent tonight? The Degeneration X, of course.
X Pac and Triple H.
X-Pac and so they kept Rock and Owen in ring, escorted DX to the back, only
Just
to
so
just fight
DX
them
could do
back.
the entrance.
Yeah,
Just so they could
okay.
do the break it down.
I'm starting to see some weirdness on tonight's like re- general card booking, but you know, we'll get there. Also, Jesus Christ, I think the Degeneration X entrance video package is just giving me a fucking like stroke. That
You don't like the effect, the intro thing
it's
they do with
so
DX?
it's so disorienting how they get like a second of them actually walking down the ramp, and then they like fucking cut flash to a bunch of other like DX shit, like old clips and like general DX imagery, and then they cut back to it. It's so disorienting. I felt like I was gonna start having a fucking seizure.
Interesting.
Oh my
I
god.
enjoy. I like that. I like
I
the DX
appreciate what
style.
they're going for, but I'm like, you need a fucking flashing lights, like viewer
Warning at the
discretion
beginning of
warning
the
at the
episode.
beginning of episode because you're gonna give you're gonna fucking trigger people's epilepsy. Holy shit!
Mhm. So they get in the ring, like Pac and Triple H don't even finish their entrance. They just run in and start attacking
Yeah.
Owen and The Rock. During this early part of the match, JR announces that for Fully Loaded, it will be Rock versus Triple H in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the IC
Oh.
title. It's title for title because The Rock's IC title and Triple H's European title.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, he is packing. Yeah, I noticed that last time. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
That actually sounds like it'll be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Um, they talk about they ask Shawn whether or not he still has allegiance to DX, and Shawn's like, well,
I'm
yeah.
just here, I'm just here to call matches and DX doing their own thing, and I
Yeah,
don't fit into that.
why isn't he with DX right now?
I'm pretty sure they boot him out. Like, I'm pretty sure the in story Triple H is like Sean's a weak little piss baby, and we're doing a new thing with DX. So
Okay. All right, fair.
I think it's also to kind of like de-emphasize like people who think that Sean was gonna like interfere in some way in all the
Oh, okay.
DX shit that happens in this episode.
That's fair.
So kind of being like, nah, he is not with this group anymore. Don't.
But he does comment on individual members of DX, and when talking about China, he extols her virtues supposedly by saying a hard woman is a good find. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
That's a good question. Then I'm
I
afraid I
can't
don't have an
tell if
answer
that's a
to.
really like I can't tell if that's like a fucking transphobic China has a dick joke, even though China's so
No, I don't
so,
know.
like,
No,
or if it's
it
like a
wouldn't be.
reversal of like a good woman is hard to find, or like I don't.
I think the hardest because she's so muscular. I don't think it was.
Yeah,
I don't think he was being transphobic.
Okay,
Like,
it's got layers, but the layers are stupid.
I would be a little disappointed if Shawn was being mean like that to Triple H's girlfriend. I would be a little disappointed in old Shawn.
Oh, are
Being.
they? Oh, they're a thing in
They
Star
were they were dating. They were dating until Triple H ended up getting together with Stephanie.
Wait, they were actually dating?
Yes, they
Oh,
were an IRL couple
oh,
until Triple H started dating Stephanie.
oh. For some reason, I thought China was gay. Okay,
No.
cool.
Listen, I've not watched, but I have heard, I did not hear about China doing a porno with X-Pac to get it mistaken that China is gay.
Wait, the porno she did was with X-Pac?
One of them was, yeah.
What is okay? You know
Oh
what?
yeah,
I mean,
China,
good on them,
China and Triple
what?
H dated from 96 to 2000. They dated for like 4 years.
What the? Okay, well, shit. That's interesting.
Also interesting again. X-Pac and China did the porno thing.
Yes, and speaking of X-Pac, man, fucking Sean Waltman could have been a fucking main eventer completely effortlessly, and it's such a
He
shame to
was
see him
so
suck.
good.
He was, and it's such a shame to see him like.
He kind of got pigeonholed as this in the Dolph Ziggler role of like, you can have a good match with anybody, so that's what we're gonna have you do. You're just gonna wrestle good matches with people, and that's it.
Which sucks because like when he was doing the whole 1, 2, 3 kid shit in the new generation, like it felt like he was gonna like become a big main eventer, but now he's X-Pac and he's stuck in the fucking mid card being a DX crony, and I feel so bad because my man could have like been up there with the legends.
I mean, I guess he still is, but he could have been
Yeah, but like
a top guy.
he could have been like a top fucking guy. He could have been like I don't know, probably the best comparison I can give is like,
especially when like guys like Kurt Angle and Eddie and Chris Benoit get in there, and suddenly like being like a good wrestler you can actually be a top guy being a good technical wrestler.
Yeah,
Like he could have slotted in perfectly when those guys
I would
started
almost call him like
up.
the Jeff Hardy of his day a little bit. Maybe it's not like a complete, but like he's cruiserweight enough, and he's kind of got that similar like firebrand flippy shit, but also like good with technical skills too. Like he's got a lot of that going for him. And this is a decent match, I guess. But again,
I went nuts for the people's elbow. The Rock did the people's elbow, remove the turn, turn the elbow pad.
The move, the
drop.
move he invented to get Undertaker to laugh.
Yeah, to get the boys in the back to laugh at him. But then honestly, he's so charismatic when he did it, it became like everyone's favorite move.
Yeah, I know. So like, and of course there's some shenanigans. Triple H.
Okay. The shenanigans is like Triple H tries to interfere and the ref turns to look at him. So Rock punches X-Pac in the dick, and then China gets on the apron and is like, "Hey, wait a minute! How dare the Rock cheat like that?" And the refs, while dealing with her, then Triple H gets his European title, hits Rock in the head with it.
Yeah, so Rock and X-Pac are both down, and then fucking X-Pac rolls over to get the pin on the Rock.
X-Pac goes to tag Triple H. The Rock gets up and knocks Triple H off the apron. Rock turns around. X-Pac hits the X Factor, which is basically like you jump up, grab somebody by the head, and slam them down. He hits the X Factor and pins the Rock.
I thought, oh shit! I thought it was like they were both knocked down at this point, and then he just fucking rolls over.
He tries to roll over and cover, but Rock kicks out of that.
Oh, that was earlier in the match. Yeah, that's even fucking crazier. X-Pac hits his finisher on the Rock and pins him and gets the dub. It's so bizarre to see goddamn X-Pac, who did not get a main event push like he probably deserved, get a fucking pinfall on the Rock.
Also, just want to point out. I also want to point out that X-Pac's attire is like bright red and black, and it is the exact attire that he wears in WWE 2K23.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the exact same
nice.
attire as X-Pac. And I was like, hey, I know that look.
Ah,
Anyway,
king.
after the match, Triple H like grabs X-Pac and gets out of there, and he's like, "Suck it!"
Yeah.
And Waka Waka.
Everybody's cheating is the moral of this story. No, there are no faces here, only heels.
Yeah, and then backstage we see Jacqueline feeling up Mark Marrow because guess what? It is time for a Mark Marrow match.
Mark Marrow
And
match.
and Sable is apparently going to be on commentary.
Oh boy, I'm sure it'll go just as well as it did last time.
I wrote significant numbers of commentary notes.
Oh, I did too. Oh,
Okay.
I did too. Also, one side note before we get into this: why the fuck is Mead School Supplies sponsoring?
I also note
WWF?
that I was like, 5-star notebooks is sponsoring the Attitude Era WWF.
They know what the kids were into. They as much as we wanted to fucking moral panic about it, we knew what the kids were watching every single Monday night.
It's like the story of the Attitude. You always talk about like the sponsorship loss that comes from moving to a TV 14 product, and I'm sure their opportunities were a little bit lower, or at the very least, like the opportunities they have now of like Kmart and Fruity Pebbles would not happen in the 90s in the Attitude Era.
Wait, aren't they TV 14 again though nowadays?
No, they're still TV PG.
Oh shit! I thought the PG era ended a while.
No, they're still TV PG.
Oh fuck!
So like, I'm sure that like some and Snickers probably they might not have Snickers if they weren't PG again. But like you like watch these Attitude Era shows, and certainly some of these sponsors are a little sketch, like Stacker 2 and JVC Kaboom boxes.
Oh my god!
But then like
they got dual subwoofers, Austin.
Sure, but then they're also sponsored by like Skittles and Mead's 5-star school supplies, and it's like it's not like WCW was doing that much better. One of their top sponsors was like Castrol GTX. So
what the fuck even is that?
That's motor oil.
Oh my god.
So it's like I feel like it's a little bit overblown, like the sponsorship that they had sponsorship issues in the 90s. Even if I will admit some of their bigger sponsors today would probably not be a part of their product if they were still TV 14.
Yeah, well, they got a school supplies sponsor. So like, you know what? Mead's making the money moves here. They know what the kids are really watching, and they're like, well, you can't beat them, join them.
Okay, so Sable comes out for commentary, and Jerry Lawler goes, "Now, JR, let me show you how to talk to a woman." And
and Sable already seems thrilled to be here.
I can't imagine having any I don't know Sable personally. Maybe she did enjoy this. But it's hard for me to imagine enjoying sitting at commentary while 3 different men just hit on you for the entire match.
I know. Fucking JR getting in on this too I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. So I think the funniest line here is as Sable is coming to commentary, Jerry Lawler pipes up with, "Well, last time I saw her, I was dreaming," and then Jim Ross immediately goes, "Well, how did the dream end?" And Jerry Lawler goes, "Huh? What? What did you say?" And then Shawn pipes in with "prematurely."
I hate this. Oh god. What else?
As Sable is sitting down at the desk, Shawn is like, "Hey, Jennifer, I just want to let you know everything I say about Sable is a joke." He is talking to his wife at home.
Oh my god, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking so they're asking Sable. So I guess it fully loaded Sable and Jacqueline, who's
the
Mark
bikini
Barrow's
contest. I talked about that in the front half.
Okay, yes, the bikini contest. All right, yes. She's talking about the bikini contest, and she's like, "Do you remember the bikini I wore for the last pay-per-view?
For the Slammies award? For the Slammy Award?
Yeah. The bikini for Fully Loaded is gonna make that the Slammies bikini look like an evening gown." And in response to this, Shawn at the end of the table just starts going, "Mama."
He also tells him not to wear anything complicated, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god. No, it's just a joke, honey. It's fine. fine. I don't want to fuck Sable.
All right.
No. Here's
All right.
here's every single dirty thought. I hate it.
So
I hate it.
Mark Marrow and Steve Blackman are come out for a match, and Jerry Lawler then pipes in, "Hey, can I have your autograph, Sable, with your phone number on it?"
Oh my god.
And then,
Oh my god.
and then Jim
yeah,
Ross.
so it's fucking Mark Marrow versus Steve Blackman, which may I remind you is a reprise matchup of the fucking first ever Brawl for All match. But this is
nobody
an actual
cares.
Nobody gives a shit. It's Marrow versus Blackman, but it's wrestling this time. And I was like, I wonder if they'll give Marrow his dignity back after being made to. I wonder if they're doing this so like Marrow can look like a little less of a chump after he's not like meta exploited.
You haven't watched enough Attitude Era to actually believe that was gonna happen.
No, I haven't, and I thought maybe like because I was like, why the fuck else are they doing this? Because they're clearly understanding the issues already with the Brawl for All. Like fucking the writers are clearly starting to already see the holes in this, and one of the holes they must have seen is like, oh wait, this makes some of our guys look like complete chumps if they can't hold their own in a fucking boxing match. So they're clearly gonna like give Marrow a dignity win here, right? Nope, clearly going for just okay, we'll get to the result, but fucking I will say commentary does take a break from hitting on Sable to hit on Jacqueline instead, as HBK calls her sexy as chocolate.
I think he said sexual chocolate, and the thing couldn't fucking and the captions got it wrong.
I heard like as somewhere in there, so maybe he said sexual as chocolate. Either way, so they're like stealing Mark Henry's future gimmick or like
something.
Yeah, you know what? It's weird and it's racist, but at least it's not blackface. At least it's I hate that's a qualifier that I can use.
All right. Hey, also, at one point, Jim Ross asked Sable for what her professional relationship is with Vince McMahon, to which she is like, "I'm not at liberty to say." And Shawn pipes in and asks, "Hey, just level with me. Is Vince my competition? Because I'll knock him out if I have to. I swear to God."
Oh my God! Shut up! Yeah. Also, the thing we actually do see, like fucking. Oh yeah, the crowd gives so little a shit about this match.
They start chanting for Sable. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Also, the thing that does get Sable actually activated is like talking about Jacqueline, because even though she's very relieved to not be like Blackman's valet or Mark Marrow's valet anymore, she seems very annoyed at Jacqueline's general existence. And I'm not exactly sure what angle they're going for here. If they're like, oh, she's secretly jealous or what, but she gets very mad, and she and Jacqueline have a little bit of a duke out ahead of their fucking bikini contest that's fully loaded.
Which actually plays into how this match ends. So the referee, for reasons, goes to try to break up Jacqueline and Sable, who are about to start a fist fight over at the commentary table.
Yeah.
And this gives Mark Marrow the opportunity to punch Blackman in the dick. And then he hits the TKO on him. And Mark Marrow probably could have won off of that. But don't worry, he still manages to fuck this up as he tries to set up Jacqueline to do a top rope move, which I don't know how he thinks the ref's not going to see that. But Sable knocks Jacqueline off the top rope, and so she lands crotch first into the ropes. And then all this lets Blackman have time to get up, hit Marrow with a bicycle kick, and Steve Blackman wins.
They don't even give Mark Marrow the dub. Oh my God. What was the point of this match?
To continue to build to Sable v. Jacqueline. And Okay, fine. It was but you could have put Mark Marrow up against anybody. Why did it have to be against the man who made him look like a chump a couple weeks ago? Because continuity, because they wrestled 2 weeks ago.
Wrestled. Oh, I hate it. So we get a backstage little clip of Paul Bearer talking to Kane and Mankind. For some reason, Paul has his jacket off and is like tying a tie. Did he just get out of like a fucking steamy affair with somebody? Why is he like partially undressed?
He was dressed fully when he came out earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, why is he now like redressing from being undressed? Did the three of them have like a little, fun little side tryst? Like what's
Well,
that catch him an awkward moment?
I hope somebody got fired for that
Am
blunder.
I sure I'm something got fired for that blunder? Yeah.
Anyway, it's the New Age Outlaws versus Kane and Mankind for the tag belts. Road Dogg has the weirdest intro line of "We could be ice cubes, we made them red hot gold." I don't know what you're saying.
I didn't get that.
But then Road Dogg does the entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Jesse James, Road Dogg Jesse James has a like phenomenal mic voice. He's got like a legitimately like Michael Buffer tier. I can say I think I like his voice better than Buffer, honestly. And all of a sudden, like Billy Gunn joining up with the Acclaimed makes a ton of sense. Like I guess he's just conditioned to stick with people who come to the ring on mic. It's
he remembers
speaking of continuity.
He remembers 2 words, suck it, and now it's like scissor me daddy ass. And he's like,
absolutely. He's like, oh, this feels like home. I do love. I have to say, I love the incongruity of like goofy comedy characters having to go up against creepy monster heels. There's just a certain like whimsy to it. So so Kane and Mankind.
Road Dogg and Billy Gunn are just a couple of like juvenile dickheads, and they're facing they're facing a demon monster and a weirdo and like a deranged weirdo,
a deeply violent weirdo. Yes. But then Taker comes out too.
Again. Taker comes out now.
Are the New Age Outlaws on Taker's payroll? Probably not. Wait. But God, I wish.
Anyone could be on anyone's payroll.
Anyone could be. Oh my God. Austin. This is where like this shit starts to metastasize and really piss me off. Okay. So like, it's funny too because the match starts and I actually like kind of was getting down with it to start. Like the New Age Outlaws were actually like holding their own.
They're working the injured shoulder of Mankind, the one that landed in the announce table when he fell from the cell.
Yeah, which I forgot to mention this. The first match commentary was rightfully putting over just how metal Taker versus Mankind and Hell in a Cell was based. You love to see it. But yeah, no. So like the Outlaws are actually kind of holding their own, and it's a decent match for a few minutes until we get D-Generation X and the Nation fighting down the ramp.
First, Owen and The Rock come out first, and they like do the thing of like, we're coming for the belt motions, and they're just like standing there watching it menacingly. And at one point, basically Kane is like the hot tag guy. Like they beat up on Mankind, and then Kane shows up and 2-on-1s the whole group. But then everyone starts hitting their finishers, except DX have now run out to brawl with the Nation.
Yeah, because the Nation's out here now too, even though this should have nothing to do with the Nation. Like, I guess DX is involved, but this is a completely different story.
Yeah,
but
so
Nation is still coming back out too.
Yeah, and then what happens is D'Lo manages to get into the ring and do a splash with that damn chest protector on and hit Road Dogg. So Kane then has an opportunity to hit a tombstone on Road Dogg to win the tag titles.
Yeah, so is the fucking Nation on the Kane payroll?
I think they're just getting revenge for the blackface.
Is DX versus Nation a goddamn proxy war for Taker versus Kane or whatever? What is happening? Why is it? And there's the whole Kane and Taker might be into CAHOOTS shit too. Pepe Sylvia. This whole box is Pepe Sylvia.
I'm pretty sure it's just Kane and Undertaker CAHOOTS, and everything else is just other people interfering because they have other beefs.
Okay,
tangentially related to the match happening.
That might be true. This might have been part of the David is tired, so I'm just like everybody's in cahoots at this point. Why not? But even without like them trying to do an everybody's actually in cahoots thing, why is this entire episode just the Kane crew, Taker, DX, and Nation? Like it's just the same combo getting reiterated throughout the entire fucking episode with only slight deviances for goddamn Brawl for All shit and a dumb fuck Mero Blackman fight. Like, Oh my god. This like okay. I understand that these were the top guys of the company, and we'll get Austin
This
to
is
later in the
essentially
episode.
the entire mid and upper card.
Yeah, so like I get that, but also like holy shit, this episode is so fucking one note because it's the same two storylines colliding with different combinations the entire
See,
episode.
I take that.
The only deviances we get from that are a boring wrestling matches and two especially fucking boring bad boxing matches. I feel so bad for this fucking sold out live New York audience, dude. Holy shit.
They love this shit.
They love it. But like, oh my god, this is like the rest of the locker room might as well not fucking exist.
Well, to be fair, the rest of the locker room also all suck. So like I like that in the sense that I don't have to see draws or the Road Warriors or the DOA.
This is fair, but like I don't know, man. Just something about it rubs me the wrong way, and maybe this is just me being grumpy for being grumpy's sake. But like, something about it, just like the fact that it's like just the same two storylines just bumping into each other this whole goddamn episode really fucking tired me out.
So after the match, backstage, Triple H is like pleading with Vince McMahon. And he's like, you need to take control of this. I mean, you make a hell of a referee. You're a jack guy. If you can do it, if you have to.
Yeah, which is so funny because like Triple H is rightly lampshading how shit refs are in wrestling. But you know, to imply that he himself does not take advantage of that fact, I feel like this could very easily come bite him on the ass.
So he's like, you guys need to do something about it. And Vince's like, I'll take some thought. I'll give it some thought. All right, then our next match, the match that you forgot happened apparently. Too Much and Taka Michinoku versus Kai and Tai.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, fucking
Taka is still the light heavyweight champion if anyone cares.
I mean, I do, but the Fed doesn't. And he's tagging with Too Much?
Yeah, it is the precursor of Too Cool. It's the same group, but Scott Taylor, who is Scotty Too Hottie, and Brian Christopher, who is Grandmaster Sexay.
Okay.
But Too Much it's been understood to me that they're an ambiguously gay duo, but not enough. I've not seen enough of them to make a judgment call on how well that comes across.
That's what Billy and Chuck are for a little bit later.
They're much more explicitly ambiguously gay.
This is true. And of course they're facing off against Kai and Tai, and the crowd goes mild.
Okay. So Shawn Michaels compares this idea to the World Cup, and then him and Jerry Lawler just shit on soccer for being boring.
Yeah, that was so weird. I was like, okay, they're gonna make World Cup references, and I'm not gonna get any of them. And then they just start being like, yeah, you know, the three things I watched this weekend, I alternated between watching the World Cup, watching paint dry, and watching grass grow. And I'm like, you know, I also don't follow soccer, but like, it also kind of feels mean to be like, fucking soccer is boring. Especially on a show that has the audacity to have the fucking Brawl For All. Don't start.
I made a note back on the fucking CAHOOTS because the sound on commentary they come back to the Kane. Anyway, okay. Honestly, this match was kind of sick for being a 2-minute sprint match.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it was all right, but it couldn't get
a lot of super athletic dudes being allowed to do whatever.
Yeah,
I couldn't even do spot by spot notes here because they were going too fast and too furious.
Yeah. Apparently Taka's claiming to be Americanized now.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking weird.
He saws a fucking Japanese flag on his braces. So what culturally insensitive bullshit is Vince on this time?
Yeah,
like,
the
what
match
does this lead to?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
So the match ends because Scott Taylor accidentally pushes Taka Michinoku. So Taka drop kicks him, and then Dick Togo hits a top rope splash for the dub.
Yeah, dysfunction at the junction.
And then afterwards, Brian Christopher starts beating Taka's ass. But then the real story begins as hello, ladies.
Yeah, I
So
saw
Val
Kai and
Venis-
Ty come out, and I was like, God fucking damn it.
So Val Venis gets on the ramp. And first of all, this is when I first made note of the laser pointers.
Oh, no, I didn't
and
know.
then Val says he realized two things from last week. Number one, I was wrong. And number two, no man should ever mess with another man's wife.
Wow,
And
what a very sincere apology. I'm sure
So
this
with
is not
that
going
in
to
mind,
blow up in Yamaguchi-san's face at all.
So with that in mind, I would like to offer you my most deepest, sincere apology.
Yeah.
At that moment, I realized what was about to happen.
Yeah,
And I said,
we need to
oh no.
we need to break
Oh,
this
no.
down beat by beat, because what comes
Do
next
we? Okay.
what comes next, Austin, it's beyond God. It's beyond words for me. It's like I need to like break it down bit by bit to wrap my head around it. Okay, so here's the order of operations. So to make amends, Val promises to show Yamaguchi-san his newest video, which, again, keep in mind, Val Venis is in theory, in the theory of kayfabe, a porn star. Right now.
Apparently not a very successful one if he's got to do this wrestling shit.
Yes, he's debuting a new porno right now
on Raw
and on live TV. But it's to apologize to Yamaguchi-san.
And it is
it's called the Land of the Rising Venus,
which pissed me off because it's like, I'm sure you could have come up with an actual pun that works with the Land of the Rising Sun.
Yeah, but
and you didn't. And okay, we cut this video, and Val and he is in bed getting a blowjob,
moaning
and
in a way that makes me just
everywhere.
Yeah, okay. So they censor out what is clearly just the sheet,
just the blankets.
Yeah, they're like. Not even we can't even. It's not just because of context clues that you can tell that. You literally can see part of the sheet, and then like down it further, it's censored, and what's below the censor is the same color as the sheet. Like it's a like the sheets are maroon. This is not flesh color. We just see pixelated maroon.
Yeah.
Why is it pixel? And Shawn Michaels says, why don't they censor out the agents? I don't know what the fuck that even was.
I don't know what he's trying. I don't know he was trying to make when he said that.
I don't know. I will say earlier, like during the match, he says like he wouldn't trust Taka Michinoku with anything, which like I don't understand. Is there any reason to distrust Taka? Because it feels like Shawn kind of being like those sneaky Asians, and I wouldn't put it past him if he said why don't they censor out those Asians? I'm not fully
unconvinced. He said agents, and I don't know what he.
I don't know. Because I don't know. But anyway, so fucking of course. The
reveal of who was giving him a blowjob was Mrs. Yamaguchi-san.
Yamaguchi-san, of course. And Shawn calls her mama too, which who hurt you and why was it your mother? I really have to wonder if Mrs. Yamaguchi-san gave consent before porn of her was shown in a packed arena and on live TV.
I want to believe that because I don't want to acknowledge the possibility that she didn't consent to how that played out.
Yamaguchi-san takes it well.
No, so now begins the first instance of Val Venis's greatest character move, which is doing a porno with the other wrestler's significant other. He will do this more than once.
We're seeing so many important origin points tonight for people's characters.
Him doing a porno with Mrs. Yamaguchi-san.
Oh my God, yeah. So he asks her if she found the remote, and she's like, and he then has a line in the porno that goes,
"Sayonara, Yamaguchi."
No. Before he says that, he says, "You can't climb over buildings or nothing." But then again, maybe you can.
What does that don't even know. I don't know what he was talking about. I thought he was trying to do a really bad Godzilla call up, but like I don't fucking know.
I thought Spider-Man maybe, and clearly like his cock is supposed to be the building that she climbs. But like what is the like what's the context? I don't get it. And then he proceeds to on mic tell Yamaguchi-san, when they get a taste of the big Balboski, they never come back. That doesn't even rhyme.
It's self-own, honestly.
It's
like
so...
I get what he's meaning is they never come back to their old
their husbands.
Right, but it sounds like he's saying they never come back to Val. Like they have sex with Val Venis once and never ever go do it again.
They find my dick so disgusting that they can't even look me in the eye afterward.
Yeah, okay. So Val just pieces out while Kaientai holds Yamaguchi back, and we just move on. Next segment.
I need to point out Yamaguchi is having a full tantrum in the middle of the ring. Like he is on his back, kicking his legs, screaming. Which, you know what, I would too if my significant other fucking slept with Val Venis, with the WWF's worst porn star. And
yeah.
Anyway,
so Vince McMahon is out now. Okay, moving on. Let's get back to the business.
Yeah, there's some line. There's some line. I can't remember if it's at the end of this last segment or if it's the beginning of this current segment. Lawler says something about that's a bigger lie than CNN told about that nerve gas.
I think he was still on the CAHOOTS bullshit.
Okay.
He was like, that's a bigger lie. Like the idea that they're not in CAHOOTS. That's a bigger lie than CNN told about those gas leaks.
What I need to know what that reference was.
98 national news to figure out what Jerry Lawler was.
Yeah, 1998 nerve gas. Let's see. I need to find this out. Oh, CNN retracts report that the U.S. used nerve gas. The cable news network executives yesterday retracted the network's report. The United States military used lethal sarin nerve gas in a secret 1970 mission in Laos with the intention of killing American defectors. Okay. Neato. Thank you, Lawler, for that reference that we really needed in the middle of a goofy ass episode of Raw.
Yeah. So Vince McMahon is coming out, and Jerry asks Shawn his opinion on Vince, and Shawn says a lot to say that he doesn't like Vince, but he ends it with, Vince, I call him Richard, but Dick for short. So Vince introduces the most demonic, twisted soul in the history of the WWF, the Undertaker.
Taker makes like his third entrance.
This is the third entrance of the show.
Literally, this whole episode is take a shot every time somebody re-enters the ring, and you'll be dead in 2 hours.
Yeah. So the laser pointer's on Taker in the entrance.
I didn't. So, I see. The only time I caught the laser pointer was during the B4A.
Vince basically
Vince
tells
Taker,
Undertaker and like how he'll do anything to become WWF champion, but Vince wants to know if Taker did it all on his own or with the help of his brother.
Okay, here I need to break this down a little bit more because Vince tells Taker that he's a sick, sadistic bastard who never lets anyone get in his way, and that makes Vince incredibly horny. He also says that Kane disguise was genius. No, it wasn't. You fooled everyone. I'm still baffled that he did, including me. I'm not easy to fool. And to quote based HBK here, well, yes, but yes, Pepe Sylvia, are you and Kane in cahoots?
Vince is like, you have refused to answer questions from everyone else, but you won't refuse Mr. McMahon. To which Taker proceeds to refuse Mr. McMahon, where he goes, "You want an answer?
Oh my god! I so wanted him to do a Few Good Men homage when he did that. I wanted this to evolve into Taker going, "You can't handle the truth."
He goes, "You want an answer? You can go to hell." Which I wrote, yeah, I guess I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same ring as "You Can't Handle the Truth."
Stone Cold is here.
Break. Yeah,
Finally.
he's coming out in an admittedly cool baseball style Austin 316 shirt. I would actually buy that merch.
Yeah.
I actually get down with that.
So Stone Cold gets in the ring, immediately turns to Vince, and he goes, well, Undertaker just told you to go to hell. You can spin your little ass around, I'll kick you and give you a head start.
Oh, yeah, buddy. You love to see it. We always love Stone Cold shitting on Vince. Also, what the fuck is it with WWE top guys and jorts?
That's just the style of the 90s, baby.
Well, it's clearly the style of even fucking...
people make fun of Cena for the jorts, but 90s, this is the hot stuff right here.
Like, I know it's kind of just Cena and Austin that do the jorts, but like still, two nickels and all that.
All right, so basically Stone Cold is like, we're on the highway to hell.
No, don't manifest Biker Taker. Stop it.
That's the tagline of SummerSlam 98. In fact, the theme song, they get AC/DC to do for the theme song, Highway to Hell. He's like, there's a roadblock with us as partners, and Stone Cold wants to know if it's going to be you and me against two opponents, or if it's going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin against three opponents. I want to know where your head's at.
And Taker tells Austin to go fuck himself too. Yeah, He's like, I'm not telling either of you shit.
Fuck you.
And then D-Gen X shows up.
Break it down.
So take another shot
out here, and he's like, I know everybody wants some answers, but we also want some answers about whether the New Age Outlaws will get their rematch for the tag team titles tonight.
They're lobbying for a same night. This is the shit that really bugged me. Was them lobbying for a same night rematch. Just sure.
Why not take a week to prepare? Why do you be like, I need it back right now?
In an episode where we're just giving audiences a bunch of matches that they don't give a shit about, why not just give them a retread of a match they already saw? This is where this shit really starts to bug me and like goes back. This is where it advances from me just being grumpy about like seeing all these guys doing a storyline that I kind of don't care about, even though everybody at the time cared about it, to why, whose galaxy brain idea was it to just do the same matchup twice in one night? Why is this where I'm like, this shit's too repetitive. Stop. Objectively, stop it.
Okay. So Triple H is like, before you give me that answer, I'll go ahead and tell you the answer is yes, they will get the tag rematch tonight. And basically Triple H flexes his future booking skills as he's like, you'll give us the tag title match tonight. And here's why, is because you'll find out whether Taker and Kane are in cahoots, because there's going to be three referees, one on the inside and two special enforcers on the outside, Stone Cold and the Undertaker.
Yeah, Triple H lays out he gets like a fucking Agatha Christie tier, let's solve this mystery once and for all plan going. And like, where he's like, we can figure out if Taker and Kane are in cahoots by kind of making Taker a special referee in a Kane match. Kind of. And Vince, of course, is immediately going along with it. Damn, this Hunter guy has pretty good ideas for how to run shit around here.
I kind of want to throw out the fact that this segment probably happened at around 9:15 to 9:30. And I bring that up because I ask, what would the main event of this show have been if this entire argument hadn't happened?
Oh, see, that's the I've long since abandoned asking that question when it comes to that, because I get that they never have any.
I am calling this out for how late in the show this happened. This happened like 2/3 of the way into the show minus commercials.
This shit usually does. Yeah, you're right. This shit usually does kind of like
open the show or like
or come like around the halfway point, no later.
Yeah. We were deep into the show when we settled this.
Also, for the record, I want to say that Hunter's idea here is fucking stupid.
It is very flawed, as we'll see in the actual main event.
Well, see, the thing that my immediate thought turned out to actually not come to fruition, but like, there's the idea that Taker could just lie here. He could just not help Kane in order to help his own optics. Like, this is not a foolproof plan. It's kind of stupid, which explains why Vince was so goddamn keen on it.
Also, I mean, you forget one thing, David, is that all wrestlers are really fucking stupid. And so
That's fair.
Undertaker does not attempt to ensure his optics are look good in the match later. He doesn't
Yeah.
even try.
Yeah,
to not.
but then also he's creating the possibility that Taker cheats and helps Kane and just lets Kane and Mankind fucking retain anyway.
Well, but either way, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, but this is not foolproof.
So
This is not the
okay,
future
so
family
Vince
business.
loves the idea, and
course
then
he
Triple
does.
H is he's like, well, since we got what we want, we got 2 words for you, Vince. Suck it.
Suck.
And then
Yeah,
Vince is
well,
like,
see,
what?
that's the thing. It, fucking Vince, like Vince, who last week or last week got all goddamn up in arms about the fact that Taker was declaring himself the number one contender. All of a sudden, puts up zero resistance and is in fact very enthusiastic to the idea that Hunter just like books the fucking main event and all the stipulations for it. What is Vince's okay
All right,
back
next,
to the fray, baby.
The Brawl For All is back. Dan the Beast Severn versus the Godfather, and we give
I hate that for me the Brawl For All is a fucking reprieve on this episode. Like
they don't, and they give so little of a shit. They don't even air them entering the ring.
Oh, I know.
So this match is kind of boring, and Jerry Lawler appropriately calls out that like the gloves make it hard for Dan Severn to put in submission moves, which is his whole thing.
Kind of his whole thing, yeah.
Anyway, basically
Severn is going for the fucking like takedown meta.
Takedowns. Okay, yeah. So after the first round, Severn's apparently up 5-0, and basically Severn grapple fucks the Godfather, and then what ends up happening is the ref keeps yelling at Dan Severn for refusing to break the hold. So it's like this feels like an angle now. It feels like we're doing an angle here of Dan Severn just refusing to break the holds.
I don't understand, but okay.
Hell, the ref yells at Severn and penalizes him for it. What that even means, I don't know. I made 2 back-to-back notes here. The crowd boos this display of grappling dominance.
They start chanting, "We want wrestlers."
No, I read that. "We want wrestling" chants. Is that not what Dan Severn is doing?
He is trying to give you wrestling, to be fair. But oh my god, this shit was such a blatant failure.
Okay,
and like, you know what I really noticed about the Brawl For All during this match? Like, not only could the crowd not give less of a shit, this feels like obligatory on all fronts.
I feel like the wrestlers don't know what to actually do.
Yeah, and like it doesn't feel like anybody involved has any passion for this. Like and like they changed the lights to be like, I guess, more like boxing match like, where it's just lit in the ring and everything else is dark, which I don't fully know why they do that. But like, if it's to make it look more like a boxing match, I don't know what boxing matches looked like on TV in that day, or if it's like to make it be like, oh, this is a special attraction. Because I can tell you, fucking nowadays at house shows, they'll do the lights like that for like title matches. So I know I know the Fed has a fucking precedent for doing lights like that for like special attractions or whatever. But like, this almost feels like they had to this feels so disconnected from everything. It almost feels I could see this being a thing where like they had to use a bit of like the space and time during a Raw taping to sneak in taping for a completely unrelated show. There's no care here for anything. It's pure obligation because the only people who wanted this shit were Vince and Vince. This is such a blatant failure, bro.
Yeah, so okay, the unofficial results after the second round is Godfather is winning 10-5.
Yes.
And then we get the third round, and it ends when Severn announces the winner. And I question the math on this because the only things I see Dan Severn do is he does a couple of like takedowns at the leg, but I don't really know if that counted or not. Apparently it did.
Yeah.
Which I was like, this feels half worky, is what I'm saying. I am concerned they worked the results of this match.
they tried to like, well, it's either that or they like tried to patch the takedown meta and just failed.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Dan Severn's the winner. Whatever.
Yeah. Either way, we have two potential works on either of the Brawl for All matches tonight. Because
we are already delving into works.
We're abandoning the entire conceit of the Brawl for All just because like the audience feels ripped the fuck off every time they have to waste time.
And we are now 6 matches deep with no knockouts.
I know. Again, Lawler's begging for it, and if we actually do get a knockdown somewhere in this tournament, I will eat my goddamn hat because I see no way in which we're actually getting any knockouts here, dude.
All right. Main event time. The New Age Outlaws versus Kane and Mankind again. The Outlaws are all business and they don't do their intro. They just come out ready to fight.
Just fucking imagine. I just really need to hammer this in. Imagine going to a live wrestling show where you have to watch 2 boring ass shoot fights and then 2 iterations of the exact same matchup. Just imagine that. Paying money for that. I would feel ripped off too.
Yeah, but thankfully none of these people care about wrestling, so like, it's fine. They got to see the people they wanted to see, so that's all fine.
Yeah, they're here for the personnel. Also, fucking like, we get like one of those kind of backstage beforehand bits, before we cut the actual match. I know. Does Stone Cold have like custom branded beer cans?
Probably. That sounds like that sounds like something WWE would do.
Huh. Nice.
All right. The funniest part here, part of the Outlaws coming to the ring is Shawn Michaels on commentary threatens to kick Jesse James's ass because his dad, Bullet Bob Armstrong, fired him one time. Shawn's like, "I'll whoop your ass."
The son must pay for the sins of the father.
Yeah.
Sean's eyes are rolling back. Jesse James comes to the ring. None of the fanfare. He's just pissed. He's like, "Start the goddamn match!" It like throws the mic down.
Undertaker's gong goes off for the 4th time in 2 hours.
Shot.
Stone Cold comes out with a fucking cooler of beers.
Does he? Oh, I missed that.
Because commentary is like, what the fuck kind of referee comes to the ring with a 6-pack?
The best kind, obviously.
All right, so the match is whatever. It's more of the same from earlier. At one point, I noted in hard cam, there's a sign that says "Nitro Girls are hookers."
I missed that. Oh, you know what I did? You know what I did catch during this match though?
Mm-hmm.
Was a dude with 2 dudes in the crowd who have a sign, who each have a sign. One goes, "I'm with stupid," and the other goes, "He's stupid too." Which thinking about it, Austin, I think that might just be the conceit of this very podcast.
That's true.
Considering the bullshit we subject ourselves to. Yeah. I'm with stupid, he's stupid too.
I made note. Yeah. So in the match, I really just make note of the fact that Billy Gunn does not Billy Gunn and Mankind. Billy Gunn starts whacking Mankind with the stairs, and the Outlaws just start going to town on Mankind. And Undertaker does nothing. To point
this out. Billy Gunn picks up the fucking ring steps and chucks them at McFoley. Oh my God, that was actually kind of sick.
And I noted that Undertaker did nothing while he watched that happen.
Undertaker did nothing. I swear to God, I saw a couple times throughout this episode where he was just like kind of vaguely standing at ringside, like he was kind of up against the fucking separator, and like kids in the front row were kind of like poking his back, I think I saw, which is a very stupid thing to do, but also really funny.
Yeah, so
they're trying to fucking Buckingham Palace guard test the Undertaker.
Yeah. All right, let's just skim to the end here. Billy Gunn whips Mankind into the referee, and then Billy Gunn accidentally hits the referee in the corner. So
Mike Chioda's done.
Mike Chioda's out.
Austin like pulls him out of the ring, which I was like, why did you? Okay.
Yeah, so Road Dogg low blows Kane and pins him, and Stone Cold goes to run in to count the pin. Undertaker grabs Austin and pulls him out of the ring.
Yeah, so that's Kane, the thing. It's like so Austin's like Austin, I guess, is like, well, by the power.
Somebody's got to count the pin.
I'm gonna count the pins, brother. But then Kane pulls him out, and like, oh boy, it's proof of the CAHOOTS. But the thing is, Kane tries to, or no, not Kane. Taker kind of tries to play it off as like, almost like this proceduralist, like, you're not the real ref. You need to follow
but then Kane hits a choke slam on Road Dogg and tries to pin Road Dogg, and Taker runs in to count the pin, and Austin pulls him out. He's like, "Oh no way, son!" And then
now class, here's a pop quiz. Do you think this leads to A, a really meaningful resolution on Triple H's plot, B, the New Age Outlaws getting their tag titles back, or C, a messy ending? It's fucking C. Of course it's C.
Kane starts fighting Austin. Taker starts fighting Mankind. The Nation runs out to start beating up the Outlaws. DX runs out to fight the Nation. And the episode just ends with Stone Cold Steve Austin hitting stunners on everybody.
Yeah, like
there is no end the match officially.
There's no resolution. It's just we literally cut in the middle of this brawl. Messy endings. Oh my god. I hate it. Why? What? We don't even, all this bullshit, all this fucking layered circling back on itself bullshit we've been doing throughout this entire episode doesn't even get a resolution, because of course we have to end on a messy ending.
You gotta tune in next week.
Why? I hate you.
Yeah, there was a partially because they just kind of ran the same storylines all episode, is that I got to avoid all of the shit wrestlers that I don't like. So, for me, this episode of Raw was fine by me.
Yeah, and again, like, for the time, yeah, because they are just getting all of their faves on repeat throughout the whole episode. But for me, that shit just gets so tiring, especially when the resolution to this is, let's run back a match that already happened this episode that we're not even gonna properly fucking resolve. It doesn't, like, it feels meandering, it feels pandering, it feels like a waste of my goddamn time, it feels like a goddamn ripoff for the audience who already has to sit through the goddamn Brawl for All. It's just, I hate this shit, man, and I hate everything the Attitude Era stands for, and I hate everything Vince Russo stands for, and I'm trying, Austin, and there are things I did appreciate in this episode, but like, oh man, this really is not my thing. I think I just might need to come to that conclusion about the Attitude Era.
Yeah, too bad we got 4 more episodes of Brawl for All.
Oh my god. Pain.
But we are it'll be a few weeks for that. For next time though, I want to rewind the fuck Tubi thing we talked about last time.
Yes.
So resolution to that is a couple weeks ago, I was just browsing Tubi for shits and giggles. And I was just like, what wrestling content is on Tubi? Of which there was actually a decent amount from a few documentaries, a few like smaller wrestling companies.
Okay.
And boy, did I find a gold mine that I wasn't prepared for.
Oh.
So next time on the Noobs and Knockouts podcast, I don't want our like special episodes to always just be like us discovering a new wrestling company for the first time. It's a little bit cliched, but I couldn't just ignore the possibility presented to me here. As we are going on Tubi and we are going back to the 80s to watch our first episodes of this podcast of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
No way! Wait, holy shit!
Yeah, we are going to watch some Glow.
Yo, I love Glow. Okay, well, I love the fucking...
The Netflix Glow.
The Netflix Glow. I somehow get the feeling that the Glow we're going to watch next week is going to make me want to blow my brains out. But I like it in theory. I am interested to see the actual real life Glow. I've been wondering about that. So, I'll go in with an open mind. That's my resolution.
Yep. So that's for next time Until then, David, hit our plugs.
Yes, sir. Dear friends, thank you all so much for joining us on yet another episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast. We are delighted to have you here. So happy to have you join us. If you're a returning listener, viewer, what have you, you know the drill. Thank you so much for once again welcoming us back into your eardrums, your eyeballs, whatever the hell it is you use to consume our content. We hope you've had a great time here, and yada yada. Just keep hanging out with us. We love you guys. Thanks for being our ride or dies, as it were. But hey, new people, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We here at the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast like to think we are friendly to both noobs and knockouts alike. So whether you're brand new to the wild, wacky world of wrestling or you're a veteran of all the weird bullshit, either way, you're new to this podcast, and we hope you feel welcome here. We hope things feel like accessible to you here, and we hope you've had a great time and that you want to keep having a great time with us week after week after week. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do that. You're obviously using one of those ways now, but give you the full scope just in case you want to branch out a little bit. So you can find us on YouTube. First and foremost, we are the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on YouTube. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, make sure it turns a nice little solid color so you get notifications every single time we drop a brand new episode. Check out give us that sweet engagement. Check out all of our playlists, because Austin is kind enough to organize all of the arcs that we follow into their own separate playlists, so you can follow something all the way down without having to skip around a whole lot. It's great. And hey, on the YouTube, you can see our beautiful faces too, and the lovely professional looking HUD that Austin's created for us, and my just how sexy your favorite noob looks in a unicorn onesie, mate. Let me just say.
X.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. You don't get to comment on this. You're biased against me. It's a conspiracy. Fuck.
Am I in cahoots with
somebody?
Are
you in cahoots with somebody? I don't. That's a great question. You're in cahoots with asexuality, Austin. That's what you got going on.
I will not give you an answer now. You can go to hell.
You can go to. Oh no! Oh god! Suck it. So yes. Anyway, so you can check us out on the YouTube if you're so inclined. But hey, if you don't want to see how fucking sexy I look in a unicorn onesie, fine, I guess. You can find us on 3 of the best places to find your audio podcast, which are, of course, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Come check us out there. Listen to our show. Download our show if you're so inclined. Maybe drop us a nice little 5-star rating if you like, and a review that says, hey, these guys are pretty cool. Maybe more people should be checking them out. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff like that, guys. It may seem small, but it means the world to us. It helps out our show immensely, and just generally shows us that you enjoy it, and we love people enjoying our stuff. That's why we do what we do. So yes, check us out, Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Of course, we have a life outside of this little boxy void that we find ourselves in a couple times a week. You can find us a few places on the internet, just kind of like existing. First and foremost, of course, is our Twitter. You can find us at Noobs and Knox Pod on Twitter. That's at Noobs, the letter N, Knox Pod on Twitter. Come check us out there. We post memes. We engage in discourse. We put up a post every single time we drop a brand new episode, so you guys always know what the hell's going on. Of course, the highlight of our Twitter is weekly wrestling live tweeting every Wednesday night, or at least the Wednesday nights when I'm available. Our schedules are kind of busy recently. At 8 p.m. Eastern on TBS, we are watching. And
Never After's almost over. I'll be right back to live soon.
Coming back soon. I'll be back in like a month. My show goes up in a month, and then I'll have my life back a little bit. Well, actually, I got to jump into Buffy after that. But either way, on 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights on TBS, we were watching AEW Dynamite and tweeting about that shit. And then on Fridays, if we have the time and if we're feeling kind of spicy, at 10 p.m. Eastern on TNT, we are watching, of course, AEW Rampage. It is the show that y'all been waiting on. It's the show that y'all been waiting on me to tweet about, because I am even further behind on Rampage than I am on Dynamite. Whoops. But we like to talk about that shit. On top of all that, Austin is a devotee, our blessed knockout, long may he reign, of just the broad wrestling landscape, and likes to consume every single major company pay-per-view, and sometimes tweet about it. And we just like to tell you guys about it because, especially if you're a noob, the fucking pay-per-views are a great jumping on point. So, my friend, what is on the docket coming up?
Yeah, so back to normal business. Last time we covered the WrestleMania weekend show. We were recording this during WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania Night 1 starts tonight, baby.
Yes, of
And I don't
course.
think Sami Zayn gets that main event. Unfortunately,
I keep hearing it's either that or Charlotte Rhea. I keep hearing it's one of those two matches.
it fucking better be. It better be. Something.
Yeah, so this is gonna drop tomorrow before WrestleMania, right before WrestleMania Night 2.
Before adrenaline in my soul, WWE belt, Cody Rhodes.
Almost.
I believe.
So, I mean, WrestleMania weekend has been fun so far. From what I've got a chance to watch was Bloodsport. I got a chance to watch Joey Janela's Spring Break and Ring of Honor and Supercard of Honor. All great shows. So upcoming after WrestleMania is Impact Rebellion on April 16th, live on pay-per-view. You can check that out at Fight TV or wherever you get your pay-per-views. So far, we have announced Kushida versus Steve Maclin for the vacant Impact World Championship after the longest reigning Impact champion in history, Josh Alexander, had to vacate the belt due to injury.
Yeah, that sucks.
A three-way match for the Knockouts Championship between Mickie James, Jordan Grace, and Deonna Purrazzo. And God, please let it end sometime. Team Bully Ray versus Team Tommy Dreamer in a 10-man hardcore war match. Please on God, please let it end.
Oh no.
I don't ask for much, wrestling gods, but I do ask for this one.
He do ask for this one, wrestling gods, please.
This just won't end.
It sounds exhausting, to be fair.
It's the best part of wrestling in 2023 is rehashing ECW feuds for like 4 months. That's the best kind of wrestling.
Obnoxious ass Billy Ray at the center. Bully Ray. Oh my
Billy
God.
Ray Cyrus ain't done nothing to deserve that.
This is true.
Anyway, next up for WWE after WrestleMania is Backlash.
Oh, yes.
This up big style because it is taking place in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the first WWE event in Puerto Rico since New Year's Revolution in January of 2005. And the big deal is that Bad Bunny will be hosting the event.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they kind of hang out with the Feds sometimes.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, one of the biggest rappers globally, is also a big WWE guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking mark, man.
How about that?
And ain't that nifty? I love it when like celebrities are just also wrestling fans.
It is great.
It's nice. For real.
It is nice to live in the period of time where wrestling is at the most socially acceptable. Not necessarily popular, but it's pretty. But I feel like it has never been more socially acceptable to just say like, and unless you go back like maybe back in the olden days, but like
when it was like really like popular,
maybe. But maybe. I've always said that if you look at it, like, even during the golden age and the Attitude Era, when you had a bigger percentage of people who were fans, the people who weren't fans were a lot more confrontational about that.
No, I'm talking about like early days, like you like fucking like.
Oh yeah, maybe George Hackenschmidt. It's probably fine.
Yeah. Fucking apparently, my great grandma was a wrestling fan.
All right.
This is something I learned about. Like it was either my great grandma or like my great grandma was actually like a really big wrestling fan. And might have like was like it might have been like fucking the Gorgeous George era sort of shit.
Oh shit, yeah. So like I feel like among the modern idea of like what wrestling is, basically the post WrestleMania era of wrestling. I feel like this is probably the most like socially acceptable to be into wrestling.
Yeah,
like people, like I feel like there are less people who will like be obnoxious if you like wrestling, and I
get that.
In a way that like it wasn't the case in the 90s and in the 80s, where in the 80s people who didn't like wrestling thought it was stupid, and in the 90s people who didn't like wrestling thought it was stupid and corrupting the youth. So
We are out of that age at the very
We
least.
are. So yeah, it's super cool for guys like Bad Bunny to be so involved in pro wrestling. And then for AEW on May 28th is Double or Nothing. And I just learned about this today from David, but this is fascinating, is that it's also the same day as NXT Battleground. And
That's going to go so well.
That will mean that this, and that is a historic moment because that it will be the first time a pay-per-view has been on the same day from two different major promotions since 1987, when Survivor Series and Starrcade took place on the same day.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that was I hate to kind of devolve into wrestling history a little bit here, but that was a big controversial moment because Starrcade 87 bombed on the pay-per-view market, and the reason for that is because Vince McMahon went to all the cable providers and said, if you put Starrcade, if you sell Starrcade, I'm not giving you WrestleMania.
What the fuck?
And all but like two pay-per-view providers said, okay, fine, we won't air Starrcade. And so Starrcade had an extremely limited reach and was absolutely fucked in the buy rates.
That's so awful.
It was.
Oh
it was absolutely fucked up.
So this has not ever. Really?
Otherwise it's never. Honestly, because of that thing happening. Because after that happened, all the cable providers talked to Vince and talked to Jim Crockett Promotions and was like, "Never do this again." Like,
well, shit.
We are not fucking with our money supply by playing these like petty games. We are going to offer all the pay-per-views. We are going to pay we are going to carry all the pay-per-views, and you're all going to deal with it.
That's so fucking wild, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. So other than that infamous event, never happened before. That two major companies had a pay-per-view the exact same day.
Oh my god, that's insane. I can't. That's so okay. Well, fuck. HBK's playing a ballsy move, I guess. Let's see if it pays off. It probably won't.
Oh, honestly, I forgot to even mention that on this episode. Is it like when they asked Shawn, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Well, the competition had a shitty pay-per-view last night, and that was he was making fun of Bash at the Beach '98."
Okay.
Which probably was shit.
Probably was, yeah.
It was. You know what? I hate what a bad timing to have this entire segment. But now that I'm remembered of it, I want to know what Bash of the Beach '98 was.
Yeah, no, fair enough, understandable.
Because I just remembered they did that shit. Oh, it was the show main evented by Hogan and Dennis Rodman versus DDP and Karl Malone.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's stupid. That's really stupid. Okay, yeah,
I've heard it's good for a celebrity wrestling match because Karl Malone in particular got really into it. Like,
yeah, well, good thing. Too bad fucking good for a celebrity match isn't good enough for a goddamn main event of a pay-per-view.
Also crazy that 98 was the year that they did that bit, and also 98 was the year when they did a tag team match where Jay Leno fought. Man, that was at Road Wild. I was at Road Wild.
Bischoff just became everything that he hated, ostensibly.
Yeah, Jay Leno putting Hogan in an arm lock and a wrist lock is one of those things that, like, images that people bring up to be like, and this is why WCW sucked.
Yeah, well, see, that shit sounds AI generated. Like, that sounds like it shouldn't actually exist.
All right, we've gone off topic here talking about wrestling history enough. Just all I have to say, May 28th should be an interesting day of wrestling indeed.
Oh my god. Oh god. Anyway, so yeah, anything else?
Nope, that's all for now.
That's all for all right. So again, check it out on the Twitter, and especially if you're like a noob, check, or if you just want to like broaden your horizon a little bit, check it out yourself. This is some good stuff, and guaranteed to be some good shit on all these shows. So again, find us on the Twitter at Noobs and Knockouts Pod. Of course, you want to get in super direct, more long form contact with us, you can do that on the email. We have an email address, noobsandknockoutspod@gmail.com. That's noobs, the word and this time, knockoutspod@gmail.com. Come say hi to us. Tell us what you think about the show. Request things you want to see us cover on the show. Tell us how fucking based and red pilled you think our hot takes are. If you think they're stupid, I mean, I guess that too. Start discourse. Just say hi. We love people saying hi. We would love to say hi back. Noobs and Knockouts Pod at gmail.com. And of course, finally, we are also the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on Patreon. Ain't that nifty? We got a little Patreon. The link for that, by the way, is in our Twitter. $1 a month, just a singular little bone every month. Gets you early access to episodes and a shout out at the end of each episode. Shout out to who else? Friend of the show, the Sugar Daddy, Kyle Smith, for his contribution. We hope you enjoy your perks, buddy. If you want to enjoy this perks along with our boy Kyle, you can find us on that Patreon just for a single bone. Helps out the show way more than you think it does. Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on Patreon if you want to show your support that way. Once again, the link for that is in our Twitter.
See y'all next time.
Hasta luego.